your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Grace. God damn it. Starting the show, and Chris got me all worked up right before we went live.
That's
what you're supposed to do, man.
Yeah,
where do you get the energy from?
I didn't know. It's not like a movie spoiler. I didn't know he hadn't watched the Grace video yet.
Well, don't
to be
say
fair, Max,
else.
everybody
I'm not gonna
watches
say
the Grace
else.
video.
Listen, I have a question.
Where's Aaron? Where's Aaron?
Yeah, I have a question though, Max. You know your intro?
Yeah.
You ever feel like maybe it's just a little bit vain?
What the hell is that? Goodbye, Chris.
Wow.
Wow. What the?
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yes,
Wow.
it is a little bit, and it's gonna get more.
I love it. I just want to hear you say, "Yeah, it's vain."
Yeah, I love.
There's
people
only
talking
one part
about
I'm
me.
confused about, but
Why?
it's
You're
the
confused
part
by intro?
I bet I know what it is.
Smash the like button,
Camden.
9 people, please. The Madman is back in town.
I bet I know what it is.
No, it's the part when you hear, you see Jeremy.
You hear Andy Signore say he doesn't know who Jeremy is.
But you see Jeremy and you hear Jeremy, but you also hear Andy.
Yeah, that part always throws me
I don't
off,
even know
too.
who you are.
Yeah,
That
that
was just
part.
a
I'm just
great-
like very confused. I'm just
I
like,
have lots of clips of Andy that I like to put in there. It's just a great audio clip, and I was like, "Where can I put this?" I'm like, "It's kind of funny."
That makes sense then.
Hey,
I
Ashley.
know.
Oh wow, Ashley! First MME Ladies Night. Thank you so
I
much.
thought you were streaming over there
Oh, you
she
can't.
can't hear us.
with dots.
She was just streaming with dots, and then
Yeah,
they
right?
ended it. Yeah, they
Can you
I was
hear us
over there.
now, Ashley?
Not on the stream, but watching it.
Dots.
Hey,
Dots been
Kate.
getting real militant lately. You gotta watch out. for
Hey,
Dots.
K Dots, I'd love it if you want to stop by too. I've been wanting to collab with you, brother.
Okay, who's the MCU chill? I do not appreciate that disgusting universe. I do not watch any of that garbage. And
Yeah, but
please
aren't
put
you-
some
That's
respect on my
not
name.
true.
Please put some respect on my name and the quality of what the entertainment I choose to watch.
You better put that Bree shirt on, boy. What are you lying about?
Wait, hold on. You just now show up because somebody said something about you in the
MCU
chat. I was
show.
talking to you backstage. You too good to come on? You too good to talk to us until we're live? Is that like?
When somebody
Ready?
disrespects
Yeah.
my good name, I have to say something, especially when it comes to the
He was
the
in my
disgusting
chat.
MCU.
Okay.
I hate the MCU, Mike, for real. Ugh.
No, you
it's
don't.
great.
No, you do not.
Hey,
Lies.
I actually been rewatching MCU films on Disney Plus in the IMAX enhanced.
Yeah,
Oh boy, it's
I
really
do
good.
it a lot. I bet I watched the whole series of movies
Hey,
and
Devin.
TV shows like once a year.
Captain America's awesome. The first
I was
one.
just saying thank you, Ashley, for hosting the first MME
Oh,
Ladies
yay,
Night. Very
yeah.
successful. Man, is she a professional? She's going to go far on
Yeah,
this
she is.
platform.
I didn't get
really
an invite
appreciate-
though. Everybody else did. I didn't get
Well,
one. But
it's all right.
Are you?
You're here with us tonight.
Well, it was. I mean, it was all the ladies plus Devin. You know.
I think I remember Mass disliking it. I think that's all.
Sorry.
Well, all the
What?
geeks and gamers.
it was good though.
stuff
Belle was making me laugh when they asked the question.
Yeah.
When they asked the question, well, did you feel like it was more Doctor Strange movie, or was it Wanda, or was it so and so? I don't give a hell. I don't give a shit about so and so. I honestly feel like it was Wanda featuring Doctor Strange. That's what it felt like to me. But
Oh,
he
and
was
then when
the
she-
anchor.
It was a
of the
Doctor
movie.
Strange. It was a Doctor Strange film.
He was the anchor for sure. Yeah,
he
was-
learned whereas his lesson, he grew from the lesson that he learned.
Yeah, the Christine
she
stuff
basically
was
was
what-
willing to destroy herself, you know, and like in the end. So I mean, to me, she was bigger, larger than life. His performance was a little bit more understated, but I felt like it was, you know, his story.
It was a Doctor Strange movie featuring.
Yeah, it was. He was an
Wanda
anchor, but it just felt
and-
like Wanda out. She stole every scene, man. You know, she outshined him. Like
Oh,
that's just how I
Elizabeth
feel.
Olsen.
I heard the funniest thing.
Yay, Devin. Yeah, it was fun, Devin. He says I crashed ladies' night. It was a fun time. Go back and watch it if you haven't, y'all. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I watched
No,
it.
it was great because Belle uttered the words when she was talking about Christine nagging Doctor Strange about the Darkhold. It's like,
Yeah, oh, dude, I was laughing.
bitch, shut up! I'm trying to save the world.
I'm trying to save the
Oh my
world.
God,
Oh, that
yeah.
shit made me laugh. Man,
Oh, man.
Belle's a
Yeah.
trip, yo. That girl has no filter.
Yeah.
She's funny. I like Belle.
I like her too.
I like
It was
clowning
a
her.
good time.
Eddie
Trying
hates
to-
her. Eddie wants to like
What?
punch her in the face.
guys
I'm,
gotta
I'm,
get-
I'm,
my
I'm her
goodness.
big supporter.
Uh-huh.
As long as she doesn't talk about the Snyderverse, we're good. Cause then I'll clown her.
Yo, clown her. Damn, Eddie don't like
Wow.
nobody. Eddie don't like nobody. He just shows up.
He
That's
clowns
all that-
everybody. He clowns. I mean, he hurts my feelings all the time. Like
I mean, he
Makes,
did
like,
text Kate.
he photoshops my pictures on images. He does all these things to me.
That
That
stuff he
he
put
does
on
some-
Twitter when he leaked the
Oh, he's
DMs
done
on
that to me,
Twitter
too.
last week. That shit was hilarious. And he
Oh
was-
well,
and
I'm glad
Ashley
you
was
didn't
just
see
like-
the other stuff he did.
Ashley was
Oh,
just
no.
like, wow.
I was laughing. I laugh at that stuff. That doesn't bother
Come on,
me. Man.
Ashley,
He
stop
does naughty
slandering my
things.
name.
I'm trying to
What?
find.
I
Oh,
got
here's K
water.
Dots.
I'm good.
Yay. Dotty dot dot dot.
I'm sending him.
Brother
a-
Dot said some.
I don't even
inspiring
call him that
words
anymore. I just
last
call him
stream.
Mr. Militant.
Like I
It's
said,
brother dot. Yeah, no, that's brother dot. That's brother dot or militant dot. You always gotta have dot in it. It's like Spole dot, DC dot. It's
Militant
like
dot.
give me.
Like troll
Let's
dot.
go 10 more minute dots. You know. Let me edit another video dot. Like it's dot is always at the end of it. It's just like
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
That's the
Well, tonight I wanted to talk a lot about Avatar. I mean, we have a
Oh.
lot of topics.
Dude,
Are you? Yeah, but
I'm joking.
I wanted to talk about potential villains, maybe spoilers, because I have a feeling.
I think
that-
we already know the villain of this movie is. It's the same villain from the first one too.
Humanity.
Well, no,
Oh.
but yeah, no, exactly, Brian, exactly, Brian. This is a image from the director's cut here on the right, where Jake Sully. This is before he goes to Pandora.
Y'all know who the real villain is. Stop it. I'm telling you right now who the real villain is.
Ugh.
Avatar 2? White people.
when are you zooming on me? What the hell?
Teddy's a
messed
villain.
up.
Well, no,
I'm the villain?
people in general, Chris. But yeah, most of them. I mean, if we're gonna be real, most of the villains from Avatar 1 were all the people in charge were white people. You know, Korch.
Well,
You
of
don't
course.
think it's
Why'd you
villain
take us
as
there,
a
Chris?
Nard.
Why'd
It's a movie about the environment. and-
About
and-
people in
and,
general.
and James Cameron likes to inject subtle politics into what he's, the first one was definitely about the environment.
Well,
you
of
know?
course, I think this is going to be the most important franchise in a while, because it's
Do you?
really going to tackle this stuff when people don't want to talk about it. They were more willing to talk
Well,
about
I think
now. If you talk about the world and the environment, it's extremely woke. Not that there's actual facts about some of this stuff. Of course, it's hyperbolic for politicians, but there are issues.
But
I get on Twitter. I get on Twitter daily. I
think-
know how
Was it
people
MCU
feel about
show?
me.
You could take him. You could take Eddie's place.
Hey, Max, it's kind of weird how certain people are in the middle.
What?
You had a line in the middle.
He's saying it's a.
You know exactly what he's saying. Don't even
Hey,
feed into that shit.
Hey,
Wow.
We
Max,
were just
Max is
lecturing
doing
you
a good,
about it too.
but Eddie, Max is doing a good thing. We got to stick together, you know.
I guess 'cause since he doesn't want to support us, I guess we had to stick together.
What? What do you mean support you?
Okay, Avatar 2. I think with Avatar 2, honestly, I think I said this
Cameron,
before,
bro,
is
we
that
didn't ask. Honestly, like
Chris,
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I love you. I want to hear what you have to say. I was only kidding. I really do want to hear what you have to say. I was just being a dick.
I think it's the same. I think people got the same reaction as they did. Like people who had the same reaction to what they had with Doctor Strange 2 when they weren't expecting a Sam Raimi comic book movie again. They're not
It's a different
expecting.
time. It's a different time. And like I was telling Max
Yeah.
before we started this, when I saw that movie, half the people I know now, half the people on this panel were 12 or 13 years old. You know what I mean? It's a different time.
Another thing also is that it's been 13 years since the first one.
Yeah.
And like also the first one, people really didn't go to see it to see the story, or it was just to see how the visuals and the experience.
Yeah, it was an experience. It was something different.
Yeah. And so I think with this one, James Cameron is a good storyteller. I said, me and Jack said this on Jam with Jack, is that I think his peak storytelling came into Titanic. And then after that, he was just okay, and so like I think the story in this one might be okay, but the visuals will be an upgrade from the first one, and it's just gonna be a good experience.
I think it became an obsession for him.
I don't think I don't expect a great and amazing story from Avatar 2. I just expect an okay one.
Well, before we get into a little bit, and then we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on it, although Chris really messed me up because I do reactions blind.
Okay,
and
well, I
he's
didn't know
like-
that there were video spoilers too. Like, I can't bring up YouTube videos. How am I supposed to know that? It's not a movie.
I didn't know. I'm very
We
shocked.
can't get
because
mad
he-
at somebody for spoiling a Grace vid.
Yeah, I didn't know you hadn't watched it. You know?
No, I don't. I usually don't watch the reactions. But I thought she was going to get hyped for this. I'm very. This might be the breaking point
She's
for me
hyped
and
for the
Grace.
clicks she can get off of it leading
No,
up to the movie. That's all she's hyped about.
Well, don't spoil any more, Chris.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying
Uh,
she's hyped about clicks.
But
Chris.
but she,
Yes, ma'am.
she. This might be our breaking point for me and Grace. If she goes hard at Avatar, I don't know if I can handle that. First, Jessica Chastain. I love Jessica Chastain as well. That might be a bridge too far. But let's go around and say, Brian, your level for Avatar 2
I heard
right
that
now after you've seen the trailer. You just like,
I didn't
looks
say
better.
anything.
It's Avatar.
No, I heard the vehicle.
That's it for you. Okay.
that was it for me.
Ashley.
No, that's my freaking redneck.
Oh,
freaking
that's
neighbor.
right. You told me about him. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, he just like revs his car. Like he does it on purpose too. Like he.
You're quick on that mute button though.
I have a
Ashley's
neighbor-
Ashley's a goddamn
I heard
professional.
it right away, and I knew it was Ashley because I saw her eyes roll. Like I was just like,
See, I missed it. I gotta
picked
rewind it. I
up right
love it
away.
when
I
she
was
gives
like,
when she gives a stink face. Like, ugh.
yeah, I picked it up right away. I was like,
I have
Yeah,
a neighbor
I'm
like
sorry.
that. I have a neighbor like that too, but I live in the city, and he just goes up and down our big hill on his quad and stuff. Like,
I mean, he literally just like went down and then he just went back again.
Yeah.
Like he's just like he has like 3 or 4 cars that are loud like that. It's
How
just-
far
and
away is Dots?
That's what happens in good
Make
old
Dots bring his ass over there and whoop that dude's
Dot is
ass.
too far.
Oh, okay.
Dot's too far for him.
See, that's
I
what
just
happens in,
call out his
good old
name and
Kentucky with an A. Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Oh,
That's
by the
right.
way, Max, let me say this. Not a spoiler, but let me say this. I'm talking about I watched the Grace trailer reaction, not the breakdown.
Okay,
I
I didn't watch.
watched
I
her
didn't. I didn't
trailer
watch
reaction.
either. I didn't watch
Okay.
either. Anyone else? I if I remember correctly, I don't think Ashley's a huge Avatar fan. What's your anticipation for the sequel?
For it to be visually stunning with
That's
a
about-
horrible story.
A horrible
Like what?
story.
Just
Okay.
drop them gummies and hit that IMAX. That's what I'm going to do.
K Dots. What's your thoughts on
Man.
Avatar franchise?
When
No
I first-
censorship. Go
when
say
I
what you
first saw
want.
it, visually stunning. Visually stunning.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of another thing.
He's like one of those.
That's it. Visually
That's
stunning.
it.
That's all I can say for it. In this film, I'm really just excited to see what Zoe Saldana's character finna do because she was the highlight of the first movie. Honestly, she was the only good character to me, in my opinion, that I can remember.
Okay.
But other than that, I think it's still going to be visually appealing, and the story will be average at best.
Okay. I hope that we get a better story than the first one. I don't think it was bad by any chance. You know,
I don't think it was bad either.
I just think it was very reminiscent of other stories, and which a lot of movies pull from other material. I think it set up a great world, and I hope in James Cameron, to me, has a good track record of making the sequels even better than the first one. He's directed some of the best sequels of all time, and that doesn't happen often. Chris, before we get started, your thoughts on Avatar 1 and the future of Avatar franchise.
I loved Avatar 1, but I don't care if they give me a Pocahontas remake or Dances with Wolves. I was there for the experience, and James Cameron's never let me down. He's my favorite director of all time. The story probably will be lacking, but I'm hyped for this movie, man. I am. I don't know how. Is Zoe the one that's pregnant in this movie?
I don't even know.
No,
because if she is the pregnant one in this movie,
well, I mean, she was in the past because they have children, but I think this is a different.
No, that's a little human baby. That ain't no blue baby.
They also have a daughter that's Inari.
Okay, well then I'm in. But because you can't be having no pregnant girl going to war, you know. It just won't look right, you know. Cameron's probably dumb enough to do
well,
like
let's not judge, because there's been a lot of projects recently that have women warriors that have no choice. There's been a lot of projects like that. I think it's
I'm not saying I love women warriors, man. A 9-foot blue chick, sign me up. Where do I get the fetish corn? Okay, but I'm just saying, a pregnant in a war, that's crazy, dude. Like people aren't gonna like that. Other than that, I'm super high, and I want it to be character driven. The line was cheesy. The line was cheesy in the trailer where he's like, "Our family is the fortress," but I thought that was dope. I love that line, but it wasn't what he said because it was cheesy. It's the way Zoe Saldana's character looked at him after he said it. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm in, man."
Chris, you cannot forget that a strong woman in Last of Us 2 that was pregnant that jumped over a fence. They can do it. She was pregnant. She had that bump. She did it. I don't know how. But she made it work.
Kate Winslet is in this, FYI.
I didn't play Last of Us 2, Dots.
Last of Us 2 is trash.
Oh, there's Anthony.
I don't think it's trash. I just didn't get around to playing it, man. You know,
don't ever play it.
It's a good game, bro. So I would have.
It's a good game. It's not trash.
The first one's still better, though. The first one's still better.
The first one is better, 100%.
I would be so ridiculously emotionally involved if they showed pregnant women in battle, because I'd be freaking out, cringing every time anything happened. Because I'm afraid.
It's not. We got to be careful. We're men explaining women and what they do in these stories. So if they have a way to make it make sense,
man, I'm sorry.
There might have no recourse. They might be losing where they live or something. They have to go. You don't know.
I love you, and we have a woman on the panel. We have Ashley. She knows I love her. But if it comes off, but I'm telling you, if it comes off as me sounding sexist or misogynist because I don't want to see a pregnant woman in battle, then I'm just a sexist and a misogynist. I don't know what else to say, man.
Maybe
that scares the shit out of me, man.
Okay. All right. Well, we have to be more open. I think we have. Yes, it does give me alarm.
Max is woke.
Okay, let me rephrase what I'm saying. Okay. If someone attacks your home and you're a pregnant woman and you protect what's yours, that's badass. That needs to happen. Yes. But don't put no pregnant women on the front line for no reason.
That's the thing about it, though. You have to realize.
But if they're fighting to protect their, I mean, like,
what if
the context? It might be that.
If that's the context, then I'm okay with it. Actually, if that's the context.
What if it's her decision and we can't decide what happens? If it's her decision, yeah. What if you say, "Don't tell me what to do"? You know,
then you gotta let her do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been in relationships before. If a woman
I'm protecting me and mine.
He's gonna do it. You know.
Yeah, tell him, Max.
I'm protecting me and mine. Don't tell me what to do. You know. So we have to get. We're really woke
like
here
Oprah
on MMA.
Winfrey.
No, I said that's definitely gonna sound woke to some people. That happens.
Yeah, whoa, there's that word again.
I know. I don't
use that word.
Well,
I know what people are gonna.
I know for a fact women will surprise you of all that they're capable of. So let's not put them in a box. Especially, yes, it might make us feel uncomfortable. But
that's all I'm saying. You don't get to vilify me for that. That's all I'm saying.
Who vilified you?
I'm just being
You're
critical of
projecting
you, Chris.
there.
No, Chris, I'm just.
No, he said he told me not to put women in a box. I don't put women in a box.
I think that you should, how you were framing and what you were saying.
Yeah, y'all, I'm really high. Y'all knew what I meant, right?
Yeah, I know.
I know what you're trying to say. It's kind of an old-fashioned.
Yeah, y'all knew it. I'm
statement.
just really.
It's
high,
an old-fashioned thing, but yeah, you got
wow.
from that
old-fashioned. She just aged me out.
Notion. I'm saying it's an old-fashioned notion. Brian just said it too. I didn't want to.
It's chivalry. It's okay. It's a chivalrous
and
statement to make.
My mama raised me that. Maybe she shouldn't have raised me
wrong
that way.
with that.
Maybe she shouldn't have.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being chivalrous, but some of the stuff you gotta like.
Well, sometimes you gotta throw down, you know.
It's
do
a
you
great topic,
actually on a date? Do you let the guy open the car door for you?
I mean,
is that okay with you, or are you gonna get offended?
I mean, I can open my own door, but
if he does,
be, like,
just
offended.
to be nice.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't know.
Dots, you know her better.
I mean, it's happened. They've done it. I mean, I got in the car. I mean, yeah.
Well, I'll say this on that.
See how she started glitching out when I asked her that though. She was like, I don't know.
Personally for me, let's say I'm in a situation. We don't know the context of what the movie's in. We don't know what's going on. We know it's going to be a war. Let's say I'm Jake. I'm leading this fight. I just know children and pregnant women are not going to be part of the fight. Women can be part of it, but I'm not going to put pregnant women out there.
But if my pregnant wife comes and says I'm going to war, I'm gonna be like, no, Missy, you get your ass back in that kitchen.
That's just personal.
I'm not kidding. I'm kidding.
Really? Because I'm going to tell you to get your ass in the kitchen. That's me. Okay.
It's a cup of
I'm going to get a bottle of water, Max. Go ahead and continue. I'm sorry. I was only kidding, Ashley. You know better.
All right, Max. What was next, Max?
I'm completely sidetracked. 20
Max.
viewers. Smash the like button. Listen, the only thing that I will close with is we can't box women in stories and they're very capable of a lot of things, and we can't decide for them either. Yes, it might make us uneasy. It may make us uneasy, but there's lots of storylines that are so intense. There's been, and I've actually seen this a lot. There was a lot of there was a pregnant woman on the battlefield in one of these fantasy shows, and it was very well done, and it made me uncomfortable for sure. But hey, you can't, that's all I'm saying. Be more open. Go ahead, Eddie.
No, I agree. No, it's all about equality. If I see a pregnant woman in the battlefield, I'm definitely going to shoot her, just like a man. So.
Oh God!
What?
Eddie just made it worse. I am so sorry, Ashley. I am so sorry.
That's equality. That's
equality. Hey. Once I see her,
wow.
You know where I thought he was going to say? I thought he was going to say, if I see a woman on the battlefield, and she's fighting with me, I'm gonna protect her but respect her. He just said he's going to.
But Eddie, this is the thing.
He went the opposite.
You don't make it better, CJH. Just keep saying demonetized.
But this is the thing. I agree with Eddie because Eddie believes this woman can handle herself. She can hold a spear. She can do her thing. Yes, she's pregnant, but Eddie trusts this woman is capable because Eddie has to do his part in the war and she has to do her part.
But why couldn't he have been talking about them being on the same side of the war, though?
No, like I said, no, it has to be equal. You have to fight with the women, but I see women in the other side. I'm looking at shit.
It's a true equality. He's going after.
He said she can take a headshot like a man.
No, easy target right in the stomach. Boom.
Oh no! Oh man! God damn it! If Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said this, you'd make 10 videos about this, Eddie. Oh my gosh! I disavow this behavior. Oh my god!
We're talking about fiction, people.
Satire.
You're talking about fiction. You are going to get us all canceled. Chris, you're fine.
How do you guys feel James Cameron does that in the movie?
I think Dot canceled me earlier, probably too. So
oh my dear
Eddie
Lord.
got you, and now Matt.
Oh my
dear
Lord, Eddie, you just said one of the worst things.
No, I'm joking.
Movie talk ever. Oh my god! Cancel this.
That's like your main dude. He's not gonna. He canceled you. What'd you do, Dodds?
No.
Brother Hope. Hotep Dot was there.
How would you
Oh.
feel if James Cameron does that to the pregnant woman in the movie? Like, not say she dies in a savage way or nothing too savage, but
if she goes, that's going to be very emotional. Yeah, it's
I
possible. It's possible.
Cameron's not going to do that.
Oh my dear Lord, Eddie.
Cameron will.
Wow.
It's fictional, people. Come on.
It doesn't matter. Brian, bring us back to what? How can we salvage this conversation?
I salvaged by playing the Grace video that you've been talking about.
Yes. There. That's what I was trying to pivot to
that,
earlier.
man. Brian's my. I almost said the F word. Brian's my spirit animal.
Aiden, Anthony, CJH, thanks for joining. I did want to give you my speculation, though. I think that Quaritch wants Spider. I think Spider is going to be an extremely important character. I think he's going to be tested to be going towards a different angle. And the reason I'm speculating on that, too, is I actually read some articles on Avatar, too.
I think that the humans are going to come in and steal the tech and militarize it, and that's why there's going to be military versions of the Na'vi, like there were avatars in the first one. They're going to militarize their own Na'vi. You got to fight fire instead of using those
Vin
big
Diesel's
mechs.
in this.
Please don't say that.
He is.
Is he
The
like
Rock is
talking
also
tree?
in it.
Is he Is he the Indominus Rex?
Family.
The Rock
This is the
Rock
Na'vi
is also in
family.
it too.
We are Na'vi family.
I even think thought something wild. What if Spider could be Quaritch's son? That might be really out there, but I'm just throwing that out there just in case it
Wait,
happens.
what's the picture on the right?
That is from the director's cut of Avatar 1. It's very good, and I'm hoping that when they re-release it, they do the director's cut in theaters. That would be something more as a bonus to get people in.
23rd.
Because the director's cut's really legit. It's a lot more emotional too. Very, very impactful. But let me read a little bit of this article first. Not too much. It's about Spider and something that the reason I thought that Spider's going to be tested, especially since he's with he's all only human with the Na'vi. Quaritch is a Na'vi now as well. And I think of his angle. How he tried to use Jake in the first one against the Na'vi. I feel like he's going to try to use or attach himself to someone that's in their tribe. And Neytiri does not trust him. That's what got me interested in the article. That I'm like, I think he's going to have a lot more to do. Let me bring this up real quick. And
I
then
hope they don't do that shit again. That's like just like
What?
repeating the first movie. That's the repeat of the first
since
movie.
I couldn't use Drake, I can use
implant
you and
somebody into the tribe, weaken the tribe, then go destroy Home Tree. That'll be the same thing as part 1 all over again.
Let's kill Sigourney Weaver again, since she's now the Home Tree.
I think there's going to be a lot of things that test this character. I don't know, but this actor, I don't know at all though. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Here's what it says. The first trailer for Avatar: The Way of Water has officially been released, bringing fans back to Pandora, the Na'vi people. But there's definitely human running around with the blue creature. So who is he? His name is Javier Spider Socorro, played by Jack Champion. Spider was actually born on Hell's Gate, the human based on Pandora in the first film, but was rescued and adopted by Jake, Sam Worthington, and Neytiri. That said, there was apparently a bit of friction in that decision. Jake took him in, but Neytiri always saw him as one of the people who destroyed her home and killed her father. Producer John Landau told Empire back in December. So you have all these dynamics playing out. Spider has 3 siblings, all of them being Na'vi, Nediyam, Loak, Turkey? No.
How did you? I can't believe I'm about to say this because I've hyped this movie up for so many years. I've never seen the director's cut. How did you see the director's cut?
It was a Blu-ray release.
It's a Blu-ray release.
I don't have the Blu-ray. I get the Steelbook.
Wait, what's that article?
And an old Steelbook too, from like.
Okay, so he's adopted.
It's not even a Steelbook. It's just a collector. It's just a.
It's like a digibook like type of Blu-ray. It's like got multiple. It's really good.
I might order it so I can watch the director's cut.
We went down to 13 viewers talking about. Wow. talking about my speculation. So, anyone have
about Doctor Strange?
No. No, we
I wasn't talking about your speculation. I'm just saying if they did that, it would be like the first movie. Look, implant a mole and then destroy him from the inside out. That's exactly what they did in the first one. It would be the same thing.
Oh wait, these kids are the. Hold on, you know what? Let me.
Well, what do you? Anyone have some thoughts on the Spider character? Do you think it's gonna this character?
They showed him in the trailer, so he's probably gonna have a big role.
Yeah,
they made sure to even put him in the teaser. And
there's Spider right there.
There's Spider.
Damn it,
that's Spider. That's the older brother of the 3 kids that
the
they
fuck are
actually have.
those?
These are the 7 kids.
Anthony.
They look like the Shazam kids, bro.
The
that's
eldest
what I'm about
child.
to say. They look that cheesy. So
This is the eldest child. I think this is Brian.
Wait, are all these kids in the new movie?
So they're in the movie.
These are all the 7 kids that are in the movie.
7 kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's yours, mine, and ours. The movie. It's yours, mine, and ours. Avatar.
So it's so this is going to be about leaving a better future for our kids type thing. Okay, got it.
The Harry Potter movie.
I'm in. I don't care what they do.
Let
I'm
me
in,
guess.
man. I love James Cameron. He's never.
Let me
let
guess, they're gonna have spin-offs too.
No.
Oh, it doesn't.
In 10 years,
probably.
No, according to they're going to see how 2 and 3 do,
It's-
and if
it's
2 and 3 do
Disney,
good,
it's
they're going to do
Disney,
4
they
and
love doing
5.
spin-off. It's
They're
Disney,
going to
they
do
love
4 and
doing
5 as
Disney
well.
Plus series.
Cameron don't work like that, Anthony. I don't. He don't work like that. That's not how
Well,
Cameron works.
Listen, if Disney give him $50 million, he would take it. You know that.
So this is the older one. This is Loak, not Spider. I thought this was Spider, and this is the youngest one.
Okay.
Spider's not on this cast photo. That's interesting.
Okay.
Oh wow, he's already been replaced.
Bro, he might have to do
They're doing
He's already
reshoots
been
right now
written
as
out.
we speak. Oh shit.
All right.
I'm sorry, Max. I won't be obnoxious tonight. I'm just messing.
That's all right. That's all right.
This is
Somebody check his
some-
Twitter history. What did he
this
say?
is like
Kids leave to new films. Yes.
It looks
Hey,
gorgeous to me without 3D glasses. I can't imagine what it's going to look like with them.
So she's
Yeah,
like
the
a
trailer
young,
looks amazing. It looks amazing.
She's like a young Natari. I'm not sure if she plays a young Natari, but she's like a young Natari. At least that's what she said. Oh no, her name is Saria. Philip Galjo plays Unknown.
I agree with you, Blue Jay. I totally agree. That super chat. I agree with that super
Well,
chat.
We have to get to it.
Yes.
Thank you, Kate, and then we gotta get to this video because there's other topics. I know this
No,
isn't,
there isn't.
this isn't on fire yet. This Avatar topic. I gotta be honest. I'm excited. Blue Jay 4.99. Thank you for the support. Avatar 2 looks gorgeous, but I'm not a fan of the title. Sounds like a direct to DVD sequel to me, but the
The Way of
film
Water.
is gonna be awesome.
I
It's
just
not my
really think
favorite
that
title. Okay.
I
Go ahead, Chris.
really do. I think that title's lame as shit, man.
The Way
call
of
it The Way
Water.
of
They should
Water.
have just called
Water?
it Avatar 2. They should have just called it Avatar
No,
2.
wait. Water is going to be, water. It's
No,
all.
if he wanted to be James
everything
Cameron.
works. What did the Avatar 1 teach us? That everything
Avatar
is
2
reliant on
Titanic.
each other.
I mean,
Our planets need water. Who knows what
I
the problem
know,
is
Max.
on
It's a little
on
on the
Earth?
nose. If he wanted
Yes.
to really be James
Yes.
Cameron,
But
they
water
made
is-
Alien,
you
and
can't
then
live
what did they
without
call the
water.
second one?
The Way of-
Aliens. They should have just called this one Avatars. That's what I would have done that.
Or
That's what I would have
Pandora.
done. Avatar,
Pandora, the Return
Avatars.
of
That's what I would
Thor.
have done it.
Bro, he did Terminator 1 and 2, so like, come on, bro.
No, but
No, it would have been this. It would have been
Nobody
Pandora.
likes my
Are you okay
idea.
with-
I thought
No.
that was awesome.
No, I think you need to take a nap.
I'm just
Chris.
really high,
think
man.
this
I
is
might
a-
need a nap.
I think this is the
Titanic.
Avatar should have
They
been.
didn't make a movie called Titanics.
Titanics.
Titanic.
Well, there's a one. That's a one shot.
Avatar
You can't really do
Judgment
a
Day.
sequel to that. But
Abysses.
The water thing, I
Abysses.
don't know.
But thank you,
Terminators.
Blue Jay.
Terminators.
I actually
That's
like.
a great idea. That's what they should have called it. Terminator or Judgment Day.
I actually really like the name of the film. It's not my favorite, but it really it's very important to this whole franchise, The Way of Water, and all the whole undertones of the series so far is how reliant we are on each other and being respectful of life and what it brings back and the circle of life.
Yeah, I get it, but The Way of Water, Max, it just sounds too Bruce Lee, man. It just does. It doesn't, it just. I don't
Some
know, but
kind- some kind of
I'm not
fighting
going to doubt
style.
Cameron. It's James Cameron. He's the GOAT. He's my favorite of all time. I'm not going to doubt him. So
Okay. Chris is right. Pluralize everything.
thank you, Matt.
Matt Jarbo.
The Last
Thank you, Matt.
Airbenders. The Last Airbenders. Okay.
The Lone Rangers.
What is
The
what are you-
Avengers.
What are you doing, CJ?
Avengers.
Everyone's sidetracking me. I got to get to the Grace video. Okay. hold on.
He really wants you to see this.
The thoughts and opinions of Eddie do not represent the brand of the CGH podcast and movie Madness Entertainment. Exactly.
But
that
if
was
you guys
horrendous.
didn't know.
I-
CJH. Tell him, Max.
what?
Tell him what CJH has. What's he have?
Oh, he has a website.
There you go. All
I
right,
think.
we're done.
CGH, do you still have the website?
The website is down right now.
Oh, see, I wasn't gonna bring it up. Oh, I apologize.
Get your shit together, CJH, and pay those bills,
Oh,
man. Pay those bills, bro.
Apparently, hosting a website is expensive. So we
We're
will
on one tonight, ladies
Well,
and gentlemen.
we'll see. We'll
I at
stand by.
least I at least own the domain. So I own a domain called the CJHpodcast.com.
You know why I'm on one tonight, though? Do you know why?
We know why.
Because I felt excluded.
Oh
I felt
no,
like
no,
Devin,
no.
I feel like Devin got special treatment
Oh, come on,
and
Chris.
got to be on
calm
that panel
down.
without me.
Are you?
Calm down. Calm down, Chris.
Oh, and then you did middle-aged madness, and then you got the kids coming in doing madness too.
All right.
Yeah, whatever. Okay,
All
yeah.
right.
Nothing for
What?
the millennials.
I just get jealous.
I'll just
man.
sit over here.
I do the topics. Rhea helps. She mainly does the panel.
But she's not here.
Ladies' night is awesome. That's
No,
what Max
no,
is
No,
doing.
yeah, I loved
You
it.
don't
I
want-
loved it, and I
just
like
complaining about
You
the
don't want
cash
to peer
thing.
pressure people. They have small.
I'm Max.
panels.
I'm Italian. I'm just busting balls. Even lady balls can get busted once in a while, bro.
Lady balls.
I
What the hell?
love being in the chat. I don't have to.
Inappropriate wording in this stream. I can't believe it.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
talked
okay.
about murdering pregnant women, so you just
Let me
you be quiet.
let me check on the monetization after. I would be shocked. That was like one of the most horrendous things I've ever heard. I'm
Right.
gonna aim for the belly.
Oh, I thought you were
my
talking
God.
about lady balls. Like,
Even
that's
you
an
said
old
it now.
Italian slang.
Wow.
When you're in
No.
war, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh my God.
It's either me or them.
Oh, we're still good.
What?
Look at CJH's amazing beard, and look at Dot's amazing beard. I'm trying, guys. I want one so bad. I've never had one.
I look like John Candy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
No. Dots looks like if Kid from Kid and Play got really, really distinguished. You know?
No, have you ever seen the movie Dope?
Yes.
Yes, dope.
That's
Oh wow! No
That's
shit.
There's Ray. Hey, Ray's here.
There's Raya.
All right. Let me hold on a second. I'm
You
boomering.
know, I actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my
You
ears
know,
are bleeding.
actually-
Damn.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, I have to turn that down. Now I'm
sure that
actually
was
really
down?
concerned.
We should all make a pact right
Oh.
now that we're gonna let
Jarbo,
the video
you
play
made
at
it
least
worse.
halfway through before we interrupt.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
Make a pact.
Didn't Grace say that Tom Cruise was in Doctor Strange?
No, she.
She
Who's
might
really
know.
gonna believe that?
It
Come
was
on.
moth culture.
All right.
and Spider culture and
Well,
Geeky Cast.
We have a
and-
lot to
We
get
got
to, everyone. Let's
I'm
see.
sure she said it
Max,
too,
it's
though.
your anxiety. Relax. Don't,
You
don't
know,
be such a
I
rush.
actually found a lot of stuff for us to talk about with this trailer. Let's take a deep dive on it. That's pretty fun, actually. It makes me
Me too.
feel good
Rhea.
about the future of this
Deep
franchise.
dive.
No,
Get it
wait, Max,
on.
stop.
There is-
Watch
there
the
is
trailer
stuff to discuss
reaction,
even-
not the breakdown.
Well, that's gonna get me demonetized. I just wanted to see. I wanted to see.
She doesn't play sound.
I wanted
in her
Easter
trailer
eggs
reaction.
explained. I wanted to
Okay.
get.
Well,
I wanted to
didn't
get
see
all
this
the
one,
Easter eggs.
so- all right, go
Yeah.
ahead.
The
The other one's way better, though.
Well, I'm sure she was very negative.
Yeah, but that's what made it good. I'm sorry, that's what made it good.
All right. Well, I'll watch it later. I can't watch two, and I wanted to
She
see.
doesn't
I
like
wanted
it,
to
but
see.
she's still gonna talk about
I
it.
wanted to see Easter eggs. There's a lot to talk about, and that's why I was intrigued. Okay.
With this first teaser trailer. That's what you need. You need stuff for people to talk about. Now, speaking of stuff,
We
to
won't
talk
watch the whole
about,
thing.
one
Don't
of the
worry.
things many of you are surprised about is that I said in my trailer reaction for this is that I wanted to walk out of the first movie. And some of you were
Oh!
like, some of you totally got where I was coming from, but some of you were like, how could you want to walk out on this? I'll tell you the exact moment I wanted to walk out. And that's when Stephen Lang had to go out of the airlock, but his helmet was broken, so he just held his breath. That's ridiculous.
Oh, there's been
that kind of was ridiculous.
There's been more ridiculous things in movies
What?
than
I
that.
still can't remember. I've seen this movie so many times.
No, because remember that scene when basically Jake goes off with his Jake and Sigourney Weaver's character and like two other characters go off in their jet, and then Stephen Lang's character's following them, and then Jake or Sigourney Weaver smashes his head into the thing and his mask breaks, and there's not enough mask for him, so he just holds his breath, and while everyone else is trying to hold their breath, they die, but he doesn't die, and it's like he's the one that lives. And out of all the crazy stuff that has happened, that's the most insane thing that has happened.
And this was in outer space that this happened.
Yeah,
that must be the director's cut. I don't remember that being in the theater. I don't remember anything happening in space ever in that movie.
It was in space. It was in the jet landing pad where they kept the thing where they had the doors open still, and where you had to put on the mask to go in there.
But they're not in the vacuum of space. You could hold your breath in the atmosphere of Pandora.
No, but it was just weird that the people that were holding their breath at the same time as him died, but he didn't die.
Oh, well, he's a badass then. Okay. I thought you meant there was an actual space scene. Like, what? I don't remember that.
Okay.
I think it was one of those moments in the movie where they do this in a lot of movies where it's for dramatic effect. Like in the recent Moon Knight episode we watched, they established a rule in previous episode that if you touch the sands in the Duat, you freeze.
Yeah, you die.
While in episode 6, Mark is walking through the sands.
He just runs on over to Steve, don't
and
he?
He slowly starts to freeze, even though he should freeze at the same rate as Steven.
Well, there's varying degrees of planets.
It's just that dramatic effect stuff they do in these movies. It sometimes kills the consistency, but
especially considering
it's what they do.
I think with the context of the film, there's varying degrees of atmospheric, if it's breathable for humans, and it's just the atmosphere is not perfect for humans. They're gonna, they can't take it in. It's not
Max,
acclimated, so it's not going to kill them immediately. It's just
they'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that happened in No Way Home." But you can believe the kid got bit by a radioactive spider and can climb walls and shit now. Okay.
It just depends on how much you're willing to spend.
I mean,
or like when
I think
Wong,
Grace is nitpicking there.
I saw Fierro in outer space last year. Okay.
She's the queen of nitpicks. She talked about the handwriting in WandaVision on the map.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
she did.
Not
she was like, "Oh my god,
looking
the
too
handwriting."
human. It didn't look like a synthezoid wrote it.
Yeah, I remember that. That
was
he's a synthezoid.
Yeah,
synthezoids are supposed to act human and are perfect.
Oh no, it sounds right to me actually.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, and so
she was the one pushing Mephisto. She was the one pushing Mephisto harder than anybody.
She was one of many. I mean,
New Rockstars was pushing Mephisto.
Yeah, they were. Every other video.
Hard. Yeah, WandaVision and Loki. Mephisto's in here.
I thought he was too because there was so many things. But anyway, what we're talking about, Avatar.
I'm gonna mute my mic now. Go ahead.
Let's watch her break down this.
Let's not watch the whole thing because I just want to get more than 48 seconds in.
Yeah, let's react to this video.
Let's watch this, please. Max, go ahead.
You can just hold your breath. You don't need a containment suit to walk out in the atmosphere. So I thought that was ridiculous. I also thought how the Na'vi have sex with their tails was like a really stupid way to get a sex scene into the movie, but yet have it kind of be PG-13. And I thought that was also a ridiculous way
sex with animals.
Na'vi to get
She wanted 50 Shades of Grey.
I will be honest here.
Yeah, sex with trees. Sex
it's
with
very.
animals.
It's very.
Yeah, we made it through a lot of it.
Another YouTuber ruined the Na'vi for me because if they do have sex with their tails,
that is dumb.
And then you put them into the animals. What are you doing to these animals? And especially because like the
And the
pterodactyl
tree.
type
The
creature.
tail-
No, wait,
The
Max.
pterodactyl creature is rejecting you, so you're kind of like not the R word, but graping.
You're
They
forcing
showed
yourself
in a
upon
tear-
it.
That ruined it for
There's
me.
an
I was like,
explanation. There's an explanation.
oh, you have an explanation?
Not a
for this?
troll, right? Is this a real?
I'm not trolling. This is
Now look at his face. He's on some bullshit.
All
Look,
right.
at his
Yeah,
face.
he smiles all the time.
just like men, we have a thing that does two things. That's two different functions. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm keep it PG.
Okay.
Keep it PG.
All right, he's trying hard here. I see
So
where
those tails
Start with
have
a-
multiple different functions.
I know, but
Okay.
guys, they
Still-
showed a love scene. They showed
to me-
Neytiri riding him.
It was
But
a very also
But
look,
we're past the PG.
that was a tight sex scene too.
The
you know,
tail,
great
Max, the
tape.
tail
all right.
represents.
Oh,
The
It was.
tail represents the spiritual connection.
Okay,
That's what the tail represents.
On that point,
Sounds like
Chris.
on that,
Chris,
on
Chris,
K-Dot's
Chris.
point,
never mind.
a man's manhood. There's multiple functions. One is for one thing, and one is to
Using the toilet,
Do another.
and then one for making babies.
Yeah, but on both situations with your partner, the Na'vi and the animals, it's supposed to connect to them on another level. So I think it's actually the same type of scenario. I see where you're going, where it's not like one
let me
is
put.
Or maybe
urinating,
Max,
and one
hear me
is,
out on this too, Max. Hear me
one
out
is
on this too.
procreating.
Max, hear me out on this too.
This is a weird conversation. Oh my god.
Maybe,
But then
maybe,
how
you
do
know,
they use the washroom?
I'm sorry,
maybe the
everyone involved.
Na'vi just love to connect with these animals on a romantic level.
Enforce them.
See, I knew he was on some bullshit.
Enforce them because
It seems like there's only one animal. It was
we shouldn't think about this. I already regret going down this route.
It was only two
I-
animals that was forced upon. Two. It was just two in the movie. Two. That was it. The others liked it.
But another YouTuber actually
Maybe
ruined
they
it for me
like
when
it
he
that
brought that
way.
out. I was like,
Maybe
damn
they
it.
like it that
I was like, that really messes
Eddie.
me up. I can't think about it too much. What's Eddie doing?
He's laughing and I'm just looking at his face.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Well,
you guys
I'll
are
say
all
this,
being
but there is
weird
no,
and
like-
inappropriate.
I know they are being weird. That's why I said your name.
No,
because
Grace
you
made it
thought was
weird.
too.
Grace
Grace
made
started
it.
No,
it.
she
No,
did bring
she
it up.
said it, and then you all then had like a 35-minute discussion.
Expanded
about it.
upon it.
I think we should not
Yeah.
expand upon this. It's not gonna be. Oh wow, thank you, Grace, Max. I'm moving on.
Thank
on.
you,
Yeah,
Grace.
don't think about this subject too much.
So the whole,
Maybe they'll
some of it
explain
to
in the
me was
second
just
movie.
real eye roll. Also, I don't like camping. I don't like talking about my feelings.
What?
So, that's a lot about what Avatar is about. But I do love the beach, and that's also what Avatar is about. And Pandora is the biggest selling
You
point.
love the
She's
Pandora,
spitting facts right
that's
now.
where they
She's
built
spitting
it.
facts.
The beach.
I
She's
gotta
Hannah
be
I
honest.
hate
Montana.
talking
It's
about my
extremely
feelings. Yeah.
Did she just
I
say she
hate
doesn't
talking
like
about my
talking about
feelings, but I
her
love the
feelings?
beach.
Yeah, I like.
I've seen this girl
agree.
break down 3 or 4 times
Oh my
on
God.
film over movies. You haven't?
I have.
I've seen
Yeah.
her cry. She cried when
Also-
Tony died. She cried when Black Widow died. She cried when they did the Fast
That
7
doesn't
movie
mean
and
she
had to review it.
likes talking about and her feelings.
But then she
Other
talks
things
about
that
how
make
she
you
feels
cry.
about the movie right there afterwards.
I do that too, but that's like
That's
a movie.
hypocritical.
Like that's
Okay, is
different.
it- is it a
that's
different
like your
thing then?
feelings
Maybe that is
about
a
like
separate-
personal. Maybe she's
Yeah,
talking about
that's
like a
true.
personal.
I
Okay, that
suppose
makes
that's
sense.
different.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I don't like
Yeah.
talking about my feelings either, so I get it.
Crying over
I'll
Marvel
show them, but I don't
You
want to
talk
talk
about your feelings too
You'll
much.
show your feelings.
All right,
Don't
let's
show
go.
your feelings.
I'm an open
popular, and also the visual effects. James Cameron broke the mold with 3D when he first came out with this film, and he's going to have to do it again 13 years later. He got people into 3D in the first place. He's going to have to get them back into 3D. And he might just do it. Some of you were like, don't blame James Cameron for Terminator Dark Fate. Well, not only did James Cameron come up with the idea for what happened to John Connor at the beginning of the movie, that's all him. But also his writer on that movie, co-writer, is the writer of Avatar: The Way of Water, Josh Friedman. But he did also work on Sarah Connor Chronicles. He's a creator.
Oh, that makes you feel good, right?
The
People love
3D
Sarah Connor
in the
Chronicles, and they went back
trailer.
and they actually understood the scene where John Connor dies. At the spoilers, but Terminator Dark Fate. That's a brilliant scene. You know, that was ballsy.
I
That was
hated
very
that they
ballsy.
killed it. I hated that though.
All right.
The 3D in
Hear
the
that,
trailer
Joanne.
actually looked pretty good.
I'm gonna
Not gonna
watch
lie.
Avatar 3D on my TV.
actually.
No, you're
so
not.
I don't know what happened. Why Terminator Dark Fate was so bad. Also, Rick Jaffa and Amanda
Because
Silver,
of fucking
two of my
Fox.
favorite screenwriters, have worked on all 4 movies, helping to put them together. All 4 sequels, which are going to cost $1 billion overall. What a gamble. That right there is entertaining. So I have a little bit more faith with their involvement. All right, let's break this down. Let's get back into the world of Avatar. And some of you have pointed out they did change the font, which of course is the subject of one of the best SNL sketches of all time.
Busy.
If you haven't seen that, be sure to check that out. It's hilarious. All right, here we go. So look, 20th Century Studios. Show me the palm tree. That's my favorite part. Lightstorm is James Cameron's company. Now look at this. All right, so James Cameron's already done Pocahontas. Now he's bringing in Tarzan. That's right. You see a human amongst the Na'vi, and that is Spider.
Yeah, that's true.
A human child.
I gotta give it to her there. It's a little bit, they're raising. Now it's gonna be like Tarzan.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that though.
Cranking
Look, I was gonna do a song. Y'all are bashing. You guys are bogus.
Oh, Nicotina, congrats on the launch of Project Justice. Project Justice League.
Well, at least James Cameron is being inspired by great movies like Tarzan '99.
Yeah,
better than Lion King.
Ooh, I don't know.
I wonder
about
if the game is going
I
to.
don't know about that.
Yeah. But I actually see exactly what she's talking about there.
I hope the game's
very,
good.
very. What if they borrow too much from Tarzan?
Who has been adopted by Jake and Neytiri. So they have 4 children, 3 of their own, and then this human one, well, Jake used to be a human, that they've brought in to live with them, who prefers the world of Pandora to living with the humans in the RDA mining and military facility. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, first, I'm like, Pocahontas and now Tarzan, but doing Pocahontas works so well, I'm like, why not do Tarzan? So let's see. Great for that actor. Everybody else has to be motion captured, and he gets to be there right there. His face is in the whole movie. And so let's see. He seems to not only be able to keep up with his Na'vi siblings, but lead the way, unless they're just being nice to him. But this is when you understand the context of this shot, this is very idyllic. Children at play in Pandora. All right. So there's Neytiri.
That's a
She's
beautiful
like, still
shot.
got it. Thank you very much. 3 kids later, still a hottie. That's like the most iconic stuff from the original movie. Also very similar to the Pocahontas shot in the animated movie, by the way, from Disney. All right, so then we have this gorgeous shot
Disney
over
owns
the water.
every.
I
Pocahontas
love
owns
when you
every
can just
still
see
shot
right through the
ever
water.
made.
That's
Stop.
gorgeous.
What?
She's literally like, oh, and he copied the Pocahontas still frame. Yeah.
No,
'cause
she
Disney
realized that Disney owned everything. Oh.
God, that's such a nitpick. That bothers me. I'm offended by both her videos on this. I'm just letting people know. I'm muting my mic.
There's nothing wrong of going.
I'm
back
not
to
offended
the
yet.
old
I was expecting
animated
really.
movies.
Yeah.
Grace needs to sit down.
What she said so
Gorgeous.
far,
that happens on Earth too.
halfway
Still,
agree
some
with.
places is still not totally ruined by pollution. So they're riding banshees there, just like the ride. That does look really refreshing. You know, people were so into Pandora when the first movie came out, unbelievably, but tragically, some people actually committed suicide because they could not go. to
What?
Yeah, y'all remember that?
No.
Yeah, that was a thing back
That
then.
shit was crazy. That shit
That's
was
weird.
I don't remember that.
I think I remember somebody had a seizure watching the movie. Like, something happened, but they just got so excited that something just happened to their body, and they started like freaking out in the theater. It's a while back when it came out.
Wow. I had no idea about this. That's really sad that someone would think that's possible.
Well, I can understand epileptic seizure from all the lights and stuff in the new 3D tech.
No, but because
somebody
Pandora's not real.
Yeah, but somebody taking themselves out because they can't. That's just crazy. I don't even
I wish she even mentioned that shit too in a breakdown. Like,
yeah, because she's throwing shade. That's why she's mentioning it.
Yeah, she
Pandora. I don't know if you recall that headline from the time. but it's just that's just stunning. And there's
Wait, what
there's
happened?
Jake, who, as I said, looks very, the avatar is supposed to look like its human counterpart, looks very much like Sam Worthington. Remember when Sam Worthington was going to be a big deal? His career never worked out, but look, James Cameron comes to save him to star in 4 more movies, unless his character gets killed. But that doesn't mean you're dead, as we'll talk about.
Relax, Grace.
She's right.
He got more
She's
money
telling
than
the
you.
truth.
He's right. He's right about that though. His career never.
She's
did.
right.
Relax.
He was in a couple blockbusters though.
No, she's right.
He's
Yeah,
currently
Avatar.
No, he was in the Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans. Those were
No,
well
but
received.
he's currently in a series without Andrew Garfield on Hulu.
What the heck is?
Yeah, but like it's like he's not doing
never
a
really
lot.
went
But he never made A-list. No, he never.
Hi,
did.
hi, Jesus. Please subscribe. Like the video.
The last thing I remember him in that was kind of talked about before this was that Netflix movie did where he played that alien. Where he turned that guy that was turned to some like alien over time or whatever. But that's the last thing I heard about that was kind of.
Don't worry, he will join the MCU. Don't worry.
We'll be
No,
here.
he won't. He'll do. He no. Go ahead, Matt.
Yes, he will. Kevin Feige will give him a call.
Anthony, hold on, he's trying to read this.
Isaac, hope you're feeling well. Yeah, we'll be here for you when you decide to come back and do your thing. You've been doing good videos, so keep in touch, Isaac.
Yeah, I still watch all his videos. I love his videos.
Yeah.
Do your thing, Isaac.
Hey, H. Barts. All right, here we go. Here.
Guys, as we'll discuss a little bit later in this teaser. So there he is, and he has got a lot of human accoutrement behind him, it looks like. Is that family stuff? Is he doing some kind of camping things? This is a family that lives between the human world and the Na'vi world. So they're the perfect people for us to focus on. That's kind of, thematically, this is pretty good. If this script can be well written, I could get into this. So they're flying. I wonder if this is a family trip, because remember, to ride a Banshee, you have to be able to connect to it. So Spider would have to ride with someone else. I couldn't quite pick him out on the back,
that's true.
riding along with them.
That's
Maybe
really hard for Spider to get around. That's true. Like he's at a disadvantage here.
he's going to meet them there. I'm not sure. But
What's that, Eddie?
I kind of feel like she talks so much shit, but then she's the same person that says, "Why are you guys attacking me?" Because she be saying some shady shit.
Yeah.
Banshees for the family. So is this a family road trip? Look at that glide. That is really beautiful. So I'm not sure if this is their daughter. They have 2 sons and a daughter. Or if this is a member of the other tribe. There's another tribe.
Can we just talk about the underwater scene, Max? Did you see that?
This one?
That looks incredible.
I gotta be real. I like it, but I think the other shots look better.
That's what it really looks like underwater. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren looked pretty good in
let's
Aquaman
talk
too.
about that panel. This was the what's called The Way of Water. This is the big thing that they're saying we need to do motion capture underwater. When you see this scene, do you think it was worth it, Brian?
No, it's just, dude, Aquaman. This is why I'm not. Like, I'm not at all excited for this movie.
Okay. Nope.
Okay. Well, here's why. Okay. First off, 13 years. Okay. That's a long time for anyone to really give a crap about a sequel. And not only that, but in those 13 years, not much has gotten better in special effects and 3D in movies and all that kind of stuff. So, like, dude, I've seen MCU movies that look just as good.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Facts.
We'll get to
stop it.
Star
my
Wars.
God.
Go ahead.
Star
Ashley.
Wars.
Yes.
Anything that ILM's done.
Aquaman did the water better than this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Aquaman
like,
looks
sorry.
I mean, hell, the Snyder Cut did it better with the water bubbles.
And this is why I'm not as excited because I remember when Aquaman came out and James Gunn threw some salty shade because he was salty that Aquaman beat him to this first. He was salty. He was like, I mean, he was cool, but I can do it better. Like, I'm not completely taking out the film. I'm just going to watch it, but I'm like, I will never forget that he did that. Like, threw some shade, unnecessary shade, because someone beat him to something. It's like,
I mean, it does look good, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It is James Wan,
good.
It does look good, but like, I feel like Aquaman did the whole underwater stuff like perfect, like, and it doesn't look. It's not on that level from what I'm seeing in the trailer, but it does look
we're also
good,
having
though.
another we're having another underwater movie.
It does look good, but
November.
from this scene here, you don't see the justification of all this talk and all this millions and billions of dollars.
But it's a trailer though. You can't compare it to
Yeah,
it's
and
a
also
small scene.
we'll see another underwater movie.
Aquaman looked cartoony.
November.
This looks like National Geographic. I'm
No,
sorry.
Aquaman does not look
I
cartoony.
think the world building is cool.
What did Caden say before he's finished?
I said Black Panther.
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever is the other underwater movie.
Water
that's coming out in
movie.
November.
We'll see how they do. Yeah.
Yeah, they use the same
Lord.
technology as they used in this movie, and I heard Aquaman 2 also uses technology as well. So we'll see.
I mean,
I'm not
the feat alone they're doing with this film being majority. Hopefully, I hope it is majority CGI. Like we're mainly
Promote
following
that.
the tape and all that, you know, and it's less humans and stuff. Like the scale of what he's doing is a lot, a full-on CGI movie. But other than that, I mean, someone said in the comments, you know, PKO Entertainment, it looks just the same as the first film with slightly enhanced.
I think it looks
visual
improved.
effects.
I think
It
the
does look
improvements
improved. I
are
do
like.
agree.
Because remember we compared. Remember we compared both of the trailers. This one is an improvement.
Matt, they're not impressed
I
by
want
the
to do a
water
side by
motion
side.
capture.
That's it. Actually, I want your next video to be Aquaman versus this.
Look,
Go ahead,
Aquaman. Don't get me wrong. Aquaman looked good. It does look good. It looked amazing.
It does look good, but not as good as this. I don't think
No,
so.
not as good as this will. I mean, like you can tell Aquaman looked better. Here's the reason why people like lost their mind at Aquaman. It's because they watched 2017's Justice League and they're like, man, that water sucks. And then like it comes out a year later and you're like, oh, okay, that looks pretty tight.
Justin Lin, you know.
James Wan. The thing people are forgetting about Cameron here, it's like, has he ever botched a sequel? Think about that.
Has he ever botched anything?
No. I mean, even Titanic is a good movie.
I don't
You know,
like
it-
this movie.
And
It, like-
Brian, this is one of the few things we disagree on. You just said CGI and special effects have only come so far in the past 12 years. You know why? Cameron didn't make a movie. Now we're going to get new shit. You'll see.
I just say if he pushes the
Well-
limit on special effects to where we get like some like blow you out of your seat, like CGI, dude, I'll shut up. But like,
Here's the
every
thing
movie
with
has
the
CG.
CGI though. Brian isn't entirely wrong, and he has some points to make on that one. But if you go back to 2009, 2010 when Avatar came out, I was working for theaters when that came out. I remember how busy that was, and how it did completely blow up the 3D market. Like my God, that's the one negative I give that movie. Really, is I hate 3D like that because things weren't utilized for 3D. The reason why we hate 3D so much is because so much stuff was shoehorned into it in a post conversion, right? I'll tell you this, one of the better 3D films that come out after Avatar was actually Resident Evil 4, whatever it was called. I forget, Afterlife or whatever, because Paul W.S. Anderson used the same cameras that James Cameron shot Avatar with because he thought for 3D. So when properly implemented, this is a pretty decent technology. But a lot of these companies never did that. As for CG, look at what's been done with UE4, with the volume and whatnot. Now with Unreal Engine 5. Did you guys see that train footage, the train station footage? That was making its way around yesterday? I'll have to send you a link, man. Basically, somebody recreated a train station in Unreal Engine 5, and they're going at it through a point of view, like first person. And I showed it to my girlfriend last night, and she thought that it was real. Like, that is how well these graphics are going to get. So Cameron might actually be behind video game rendering. But here's something to remember about James Cameron. He's also a massive gamer. So he pays attention to technology and how all of that comes around. So I wouldn't like bet against this movie in regards to technicalities.
No, I think it looks a lot better, this film. It's just the underwater stuff I'm not convinced with yet. Like,
Well, this whole movie's underwater, basically.
Yeah, I think it looks like National Geographic, Shark Week, that kind of stuff. It looks real to me.
My thing is, I saw things in the trailer that I thought that wowed me more than the underwater scenes.
Well, here's the thing to consider with the trailer as well. This is a teaser trailer. This is not indicative of the final product. So if you go back to April 2014, when the very first Guardians of the Galaxy trailer dropped on Jimmy Kimmel, it blew up big. But then go ahead a few months and check out the actual film and how that looked when it came out 4 months later and the CG had a time to finish. So it all looked a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they did good on the first Thor too. The first Thor had good. It did
for 2011.
Good 3D,
it did, yeah.
Really good 3D, man.
Kenneth Branagh shot a lot of good Dutch angles with that thing. So, there's just things there to consider with it. Really, for the most part, it's just there's a lot there with Cameron that I think a lot of people are gonna like. They're gonna kind of either talk a lot of crap about. And it's not not to be mean. I think a lot of it is just simply like it's been how many years since the last movie.
Just 1 or 2 more minutes of this, and then we'll be done with it. See if she has anything other, and then I'm gonna ask Matt about what he thinks of the villains are gonna be, what he thinks about Spider.
That is also a very beautiful shot, and that looks super real. They apparently have dentistry on Pandora. That's a great smile. So this December is a great time for this type of movie to come out. Pandora, in fact, not only put 3D on the map, but it put the tropical summer release blockbuster on the map, which has been followed in the footsteps by the Jumanji movies and also Aquaman. And it was supposed to be Aquaman this year. Black Panther 2 will kind of have a similar situation as it comes out in November, right before this movie. And it also has a water theme with Namor. So that's Disney friendly fire. We'll see how that works out. Will we prefer Namor or will we prefer the Na'vi? We'll love both of them. So anyway, it's a hot release date. Now look, so the RDA Mining Company is still doing real well. And look, they're polluting the world. So this is their headquarters, and you can see they have 2 avatars. I have a theory about these 2 avatars, which we'll talk about in a later shot. But you can see these are not native Na'vi. These are the avatars that the humans have created, which is the whole point of the first movie. And you can see that there's some humans are walking around regular, and then that one has an exoskeleton, very similar to, of course, Aliens, also from the mind of James Cameron, that allows them to work at the same level as the Na'vi. Edie Falco's in this movie, by the way. I saw as a general. That's such a great role for Edie Falco, and it's such a James Cameron.
Now I want to know what she thinks about these.
I can't wait to see her. So here we have another shot. They really made themselves at home, and they've made this beautiful planet so ugly. Look at all that concrete. Plant a tree somewhere, man. Would it kill you?
So cringe, man.
So there they are. You can see them.
Oh my
so there's
God,
one
shut the
helo
fuck
taking
up.
off, and you can see there those 2 Na'vi, those 2 avatars again in that vehicle. So look. So here we have Spider and either some other Na'vi or his actual family, his adopted family. Look, he's painted blue stripes on himself so he can blend in as best as possible. Very Tarzan, down to the hair. Tarzan. That's craziness. All right.
I see it.
So there they are. Now look at this. All right. So these are humans in their Na'vi avatars. Now I'm wondering, because Stephen Lang and Matt Gerard are back from the first movie, even though their characters died. So I'm wondering if maybe there was a way to save their consciousness and put them in permanently in their Na'vi avatars. That would be a really, really, really interesting development for them to be walking around as the things that they hate, right?
We at least got
Yeah.
her.
I mean, you
that
can
is
see
definitely.
the tattoo. You can see Cord's tattoo on that other one of the Na'vi. You can tell that.
If we don't have to wait 10 years
That's
for every
interesting.
movie,
It's definitely him, but that I didn't think of that angle. That I thought it was Pandora that did it, but what if it's the mining company that?
that's
figured
what I
out
said.
Pandora
They
did it,
stole the
then he would've-
technology and made Avatar soldiers. They
They still
militarized
want-
the Avatar.
Yeah, they still want unobtainium.
Yeah.
No. I mean, but I thought that the planet brought Korch back to life in an Na'vi. Is what I was thinking before. But she's saying that the scientists of the mining company figured out a way to put the consciousness.
Yeah, I think
in
then
the
they took the Avatar program and militarized it.
Pandora brought back Sigourney Weaver's character as an Na'vi.
Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver.
Please don't attach Sigourney to Signor.
Now, I've had a lot of people disagree with me on this, but I'm telling you, if we don't have to wait 10 years for every friggin' movie, and he starts getting these movies out. This
Well,
could be the
next
next big
year, isn't it
franchise,
next year?
like Star
3?
Trek, Star Wars,
Well,
Marvel, DC.
2022, 2024, 2026, 2028. Those are already confirmed.
This could be the next big franchise.
It's already a big franchise. Like, it's the highest grossing film of all time. You know, they
With its
re-released
own
it in
Disney
China.
ride.
With its own Disneyland, kinda. You know, they got the whole area for Pandora and stuff out there. You know,
Land or whatever.
Walt Disney World and everything else, and they're clearly invested in James Cameron. Never mind, Ubisoft's Massive Studios is doing the video game,
which might actually be a good one.
That's
for
gonna
once.
be good.
Yeah.
Their work on the Division 1 and 2 was pretty solid. So, you
But
know,
I
there's a
can
lot.
totally understand why people aren't excited for this, especially younger people. Man, some people
Just wait till it gets closer to release. I think
I can get it. I can totally understand, man. 'cause
It's Chris. Look,
it's
like
been
I
so
say,
long, you know.
with this movie, it visually looks appealing, but for me, I need the visuals and the story. I need it all. I can't just have because I can't really gas this film up just all visuals. Because if that's the
No, I understand. I prefer story.
I respect all the technical stuff this movie did at the time it came out. I respect all that.
Just that
That's
scene when
really
they
all
took
I
down
can
Home
praise it
Tree.
for.
That was insane. That scene where they went in and took down Home Tree. It was like, when you're in the theater, that was incredible. But I can see why people were like, yeah, this is Dances with Wolves. I prefer
I don't
Substance
think
over
the story's
Style
bad
too.
at all. People say the story's bad. I don't think it's bad. It's just one part of the movie that I really don't like, and it kind of affects the overall story, but it's just that third act. So it's just how the overall story went in the second act onto the third, because then like Jake is here. He's trying to learn from the Na'vi, but we know he's just doing it so he can try to get them away from the World Tree so they can come and take the resources, all that. I don't know why any of them thought that would work. That didn't make any sense. But Jake is part of the reason their tree gets destroyed. Then he comes back on a giant bird, and then they're all like, all right, yay, praise Jake. Like, what the heck? This dude just
Well, he
destroyed.
came back on
That's so
the one.
That's
that
so
one-
important for
yeah.
the culture, though. It's so
Yeah,
important.
their culture. It's basically like
Alpha male. It's straight up alpha
kinda.
male. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And look, and hey, I understand it, but what he's it's just weird to me, because it's like that's basically that white savior type of trope that is they're basically doing the white savior shit. Like he's part of the reason their big cultural, like their home gets destroyed. This foreigner, this colonizer, this foreigner comes in, and then they're just like, oh, we're gonna do what he says. We're gonna follow him. Like, what the heck? This dude just destroyed your culture, your home, all this stuff. Like,
I don't see. I don't know if that applies.
That's just weird to me. That's weird to me.
I don't know if that necessarily applies to Jake Sully, because he only went in because his brother died. He was only there as a hired gun.
Yeah, I understand why he was there. I understand why.
So it's like he didn't agree with any of the reason why the military was there.
Right, but he still did it, and the military did implant him as a white savior. I do agree with that part. It's very well.
I think I
let's
don't
call him a
think
blue
they
savior.
didn't implant him as a white savior. They implanted him as a spy, and then through the tropes of storytelling, then you could argue he became a white savior.
Thanks, CJ.
But at the same time, he also isn't white. He's blue. He looks like them. It's not like he comes on in.
I'm just talking about like that trope.
Sure, I get the trope. I get the trope. Yeah.
Because like, all right, let's say if this was not a science fiction movie the way it was. Let's say it was a movie about some Native American people, and they plant this white man here, and he's like, I want to come learn from you guys. I'm gonna learn. I'm here to learn. And he's here this whole time just to get them away from their tribe, so they can get them away from their area, so these people can come in, steal the resources and all that. And he's part of the reason it happens. And then later in the movie, he jumps on a horse, a legendary white horse, brings it back, and they're like, oh my gosh, he dominated the legendary white unicorn. Let's follow him in a battle. Like, this is the guy that literally destroyed your land, your culture, and all that, and you're following him into battle. That's just weird to me. That's weird.
I mean, well, let me ask.
I like to me, that's just
Okay.
I didn't like how that was written because
Sure.
that's really weird.
I mean, there's the thing is though, like in regards to storytelling, there's really not much of a better way to like, because you have to end it in this like fantastic fashion, this all-out war. Like there are only like 7 stories you can tell, and we've seen so many movies with ultimately the same plot line that it's not hard to pick out like how a movie's gonna go, because of like we already can tell what's gonna happen. You know, like
Yeah,
if there's
and look, and Matt, I'll say this. What I think it should have been, I think what it should have been, Jake should have been more like a researcher and a scientist and stuff. And he doesn't really, he thinks he's there to learn and, you know, like learn from these people and all that, and not really be there as a spy to eventually try to get them away from their home, steal their resources, because he knew what he was doing. Slowly over time, he started to become more sympathetic to Na'vi, like these days was integrating him into the culture. He had a whole
Well, remember they did incentivize him too, Dots. They offered to not only put him back in the Marines, but give his legs back.
Yeah.
They offered to
yeah,
let
and his
him walk
brother
with them,
was a
too,
researcher. His
you know?
brother was a researcher, you know, and his brother was a scientist. He was the jarhead. So that's
right.
So
It was,
so I
but
see,
that's why that's what I wish it was written to, where he really didn't fully know what he was completely doing.
I don't think he did know what he was completely doing. Like at first he had a mission, but then I think afterward it's kind of one of those things of like, jarheads. I lived in San Diego for a long time. Trust me, I know a lot of jarheads. They will follow orders because they're beaten to do it. It's beaten into them literally for like 6 months longer, you know? So like when you got the Marine perspective and he's being told like, this is your mission. This is your command. I'm your command. This is what your incentives are. He'll do it. But it's like, yeah, you're right. Like they should have maybe done it in a different way. It's a 2-hour, 45-minute, clone of Fern Gully, Pocahontas, Dances with Wolves. It's an amalgamation of a lot of different stories, Yeah. I mean, but then it's like, but
I don't think it's bad. I just didn't like the third act of Na'vi following Jake in a battle. I just didn't like that.
Here's my question, though. Here's my question, and then I have to go because I have an order to get to.
Oh,
But,
sure. Well, what do you think about Spider and the potential that Korch is going after Spider because he's the human in their tribe? I think he's gonna try to twist Spider.
I mean, like you know what? That's the kind of twist we're gonna see. Like, look, Spider's gonna have, obviously, he's gonna have a cultural he's gonna be on the outside of the culture, so he wants to feel like he's part of the tribe. And while Jake and Natiri will obviously accept him, others will probably not accept him. And then as a result of that, he's going to be treated like the other, kind of like Jake was in the beginning. However, that desire, because, to be part of a family, maybe he's feeling the tensions. Korch could then go, yeah, I'll look after you. I understand you. I knew your parents, something like that. And that could be again, he goes on, and that's a tropey thing as well, right? The spy, the infiltrator, these sort of things happen. I mean, this I would say honestly, like this movie won't be that deep on a story level. I'm hoping that it is going to be something that is interesting, and I'm really wondering if they're going to scale things back, because they tried to go a little deeper with Terminator Dark Fate and people reacted negatively because for some reason, like they couldn't figure out why things were happening the way that they were. And they don't understand that in the events of that franchise, time is also not going to be a straight line. So, it is like, for some reason, maybe where we are now is a cultural thing, is that so many people, look at the Phantom Menace, look at all those guys, all they preach for is the same thing. They don't want diversity. They don't want inclusion. They don't want a woman to do anything other than make them a sandwich and pop out a baby every 9 months. That's it. And they freak out.
I was kidding. I don't really believe that.
No, I'm just not you. I mean, I'm just saying it's like that's how they are. And I'm wondering if any type of deeper meaning in these stories is going to be met with this like cultural retreat. You know what I mean? Like this willful dumbing down of any kind of critical thought that goes into these movies, because people don't want to think about them critically anymore. And I'm wondering, after Terminator, if James Cameron is like, okay, let's simplify the story because we don't want anyone really thinking about it. But at the same time, the movie is going to play better overseas, predominantly in China. So you're already going to get a simplified story because of the translation part of it. That's
Okay.
that's the reality of it. Look at Independence Day Resurgence. That movie, I liked it, but it was dumb, right? It was dumb, and it was dumb because they wanted it to play easier in other countries. So they needed the jokes to translate. They needed them to be simple. It needed to be, and it treats other audiences like they're inferior, which I think is ridiculous and it's just offensive. But that's how they want to market these movies, and that's what they're going to probably end up doing here.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for stopping in to talk about Avatar. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh hell yeah! It's number one what I want to see this year. 100%.
Oh yeah, it's at the top of my
Top
list.
Gun. Top Gun. Then Avatar. for me.
I do think Aquaman did a great job. I think this is going to push it farther than Aquaman 2, though. I really do. But in a lot of people's minds, it might not, though. It's just the same thing. Status. It's the same.
I mean, Aquaman, like Aquaman has some cool visual effects under the water, but some scenes when I first watch it looks fake. So I hope they improve it. Just
Here's how I think you should look at Aquaman, and it's going to sound kind of weird, but hear me out. Is kind of apply it like you would to The Mummy from 1999.
I agree. Yes.
It's that kind of like swashbuckling adventure, because it's like when they're, I think, in Greece and Black Manta shows up and they're doing that whole big fight scene. Like, it's a set, that it's a fake, but it looked so cool that it was like, I really liked the scene because
it's a really fun movie. Like it's a really fun movie.
It's fun. It's a fun film. So as long as it's fun, people are going to overlook everything. It's like even in Doctor Strange 2, they literally reuse a rooftop set. And it's noticeable. The green screen is noticeable. It's very noticeable. And I'm like, they could have done better with it, but it didn't take me out of the movie. I still had fun with it.
All right. Well, here's spoilers for Doctor Strange 2.
Also,
just a quick image of what Charlize Theron's putting on Twitter. Just thought I'm rewarding our MCU fans after an hour of Avatar talk.
Those
Clea.
yo. Oh.
What do we think of Clea?
Why did they look better in that picture? She looked terrible in the movie.
What?
I disagree.
She also posted a picture on Instagram.
Is it the same one?
It's this one and then an actual still from the movie.
I don't know.
I'm just fascinated by makeup. I consider makeup an art form. I really do. And look at those eyes, man. Like whoever did that makeup, she looks pissed. I love it.
I mean, just think about that. That's going to be the eyes Doctor Strange is looking into when he's getting busy in the next movie.
Bound chicken. Yeah, wait. Oh yeah, that's right. Clea did hook up with
they're gonna
Doctor
have
Strange.
sex.
Yeah, in the comics, I forgot about that.
Well, it's very telling that the story with what's her name is all wrapped up.
No, it's not.
She was obviously.
It's not.
He's called Christine, one of the main characters. What's her face?
Dude, oh my god, dude, they literally just spelled out what's gonna happen, man. Like they spelled out what's gonna happen.
And it obviously cucked Doctor Strange.
Bro,
No,
he
I'm just
literally
kidding.
said, "I love you" and everything.
I'm just sorry. Yes, I didn't want to
She rolled her eyes. Yes, she rolled the hell out of him. She went Undertaker.
Wait.
I did a whole thing on this.
I know.
Are we talking about a white man being cucked by a black man? Do I need to bring it out?
That's what we're talking about. That's what
I
we're
need
talking
to bring
about.
it out?
Whoa. No wonder Nerdrotic hated it.
Yeah,
No,
that's what he said.
No, he saw two
Doctor
virgins.
Strange definitely didn't get cucked.
That's
he would have been
extremely
cucked. He would have been
is
cucked
to
if
say.
like the husband
Because-
disrespected him and Christine, but he wasn't cucked at all.
And the husband was a super fan of his. It's like you have no what are you talking about? It's stupid.
Here's my question though, because the husband was such a super fan. Do you think he would allow himself to be cucked by Doctor Strange?
Probably.
You like that movie, Semi-Pro?
Honey, I gotta have sex with the Sorcerer Supreme. Would you be interested in watching? And he'd be like, "Oh yeah."
She looks great there. What are you
Damn
talking
right.
about? She looks phenomenal in that.
And that,
picture.
my friends, is gonna start a brand new porno series on my channel called Cuckbang.
Oh, sounds amazing. Congratulations.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
I thought of that joke earlier tonight. I'm like, I gotta find a way to weed it in to bring it somewhere.
Did you really?
So,
have to? Okay.
Because I my channel can't be monetized, so I'm just gonna come after yours.
I gotta bring it out.
I think in the third Doctor
Oh
Strange.
gosh.
Oh,
yeah.
We got Nation of Domination.
I'll say one thing. Matt.
I love how he goes like this.
Yeah.
Just
Matt,
brace yourself.
while
I don't know what
I
he's
am-
gonna say. Please forgive him.
While
He's
I am
channeling Minister
okay
Farrakhan right now, like he's in
with
a
the
zone.
idea of while I'm kind of okay with a black man, sleeping with a white woman, I can't allow for a black man to be cut by a white man.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain that though. It's not necessarily like it's not.
Oh, you're gonna interrupt him? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because it's not involuntary cucking. All right, it's not involuntary cucking. You know what I mean? Like the dude's a super fan, right? So if he's a super fan, wouldn't he
So
want
it
to?
probably turns him on.
It probably turns him on.
Yeah.
And look, if people get off with some weird stuff, man. I don't know what your kinks are. Max, I know has sex in that mask. All right, like we all know he's into some weird shit. But that can be what he's
into some
into.
pretty weird
Wow.
I didn't need that visual, but thanks for that.
Just imagine those dead eyes looking at you. I'm kidding.
Matt, I will say.
I'd give my wife a whole pass for Doctor Strange. That would be amazing. You know what things he could do. Wow.
But would you watch? That's the question.
I don't
Would
think
you watch?
This is
and y'all said I was on one tonight. Really?
This stream has just turned crazier.
I mean, if she wanted to,
it's been the theme all night, right?
if she wanted to, that's her decision. You know, I'd give her.
Max, are you serious, bro?
All these awkward
Doctor
laughs
Strange?
from my back.
Hell no.
This is what we're doing.
Doctor Strange.
I don't know. Listen, here's what I'll say.
Strange.
838 Christine was a bit thicker than 616 Christine.
Oh my god.
So and that's not a bad thing. I am not complaining.
They're the
I
same.
agree. Redhead Christine looked a lot better than regular Christine.
Redhead Christine looked real good. She
She does.
Yeah, she does. And at the end, here's the thing with that too, is like America Chavez could have held off coming to get them, giving them like 15 minutes to just, create their own incursion, if you will. And then have that be their secret get together. Because who knows how long they can be together before an incursion happens, right? You got to finish before you destroy the world. It's a timeline, but it works.
Yo, Dots is not breaking character, man. I'm literally.
He won't. He won't.
Yeah,
he won't.
yeah.
Now,
I deal with this every
Matt,
day.
I would say in response to your bargain that you gave for our black actor that was marrying Christine, this white woman. She's from.
You did not do it.
I will allow for this brother to take part in it unless this white woman bows to this brother consistently every day.
Oh my god.
Hold on though. Wait a minute here. So what you're saying? So what you're saying is
satire for everyone watching.
what you're saying is like if she takes his shot to the chin,
he
would be okay. It's not sloppy seconds, is what you're saying, right?
Right. Strange cannot.
Okay.
Strange cannot come.
Here's the thing, though.
Doc,
Here's my
do you
question.
see what you put this girl through? You realize every
Here's my-
time you're on
hold
screen
on,
like
hold on.
this, she has to put out a disclaimer.
Think about it like this: it wouldn't be physical ejaculate. It would probably be more like words.
And I thought I was
Right?
the outrageous one.
Oh no! We could get crazy,
right?
I mean, I'm talking about Dot. Like when he does this, he's like, yeah.
But I mean, like, no, look, they can manufacture this. He can turn water literally into wine. He could probably really practice tantra, or like when he was going to finish or something, he would just wave his hands and it would just all evaporate. Who knows?
Who thinks of this shit, Matt?
You know,
Do you
I mean,
sit up
all
there
I-
at night
all
and
I'm
think of this
saying
shit?
Matt, well,
He was going to play his eye Bakamoto.
This is the final thing Brother Hotep Dot will say about this, Matt.
Brother
I think
Hotep
I
Dot,
think we should get in contact with Benedict Cumberbatch, the actor plays Christine, and this black actor, and we should make something happen.
Listen, I swear to God, if you print up T-shirts that say "Brother Hotep Dots," I will buy one. I promise you. Make the
Have you
T-shirts,
ever
bro.
looked into the
Make
blackest
a hoodie
airline?
because I'll sport that shit.
Those guys, those Hotep people, man, those guys are nuts. You should really look at some of those guys on the internet. They're nuts.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm Dr.
I'm so glad
I don't take it as far as
for you to get
Dr.
this hat,
Umar.
Dot. You've embraced this so well, Dottie.
Well, thanks.
He has. It's
Guys,
like
thank
an
Ashley, 'cause
alter
this is the
ego.
reason This has all happened.
Yeah.
Print the
I
If it
just-
wasn't for me,
Come
none
in.
of this would be happening, guys.
Print the T-shirts.
wow.
I'll buy one. I'm not kidding.
Do it.
Put
You
him
should
on it,
definitely-
just like that, in that pose.
Oh
Brother
boy.
Hotep
Oh
Dots.
yeah, he said I look like a villain because like on one of I got clipped out like the first time he did it, and he was just like this, and he says I look like a villain, and he does. He looks like an MCU hating, you know.
Actually,
Well, honestly,
Oh,
in all
so
honesty-
are
in all
are you
honesty-
a frequent member of Sil's channel? Is that what's going on?
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Shots fired. I'm
Well,
muting my
look,
mic.
honestly, in all belief, honestly, this is me being honest. This is me being fully honest. Come from Brother Hotep. I think white people should not share the same water fountains as black people.
Oh my god.
He said this earlier, guys.
Is it COVID reasons or like what are we talking about here?
Oh my god.
You know, I mean, I'm just curious because, like, I mean, I'm fine. with
Jokes.
fountain.
This is jokes.
This is bad.
No, no, oh yeah, we're totally joking. I'm not.
Max,
gonna go,
if you weren't demonetized before, you are now. I'm telling you.
I agree, K-Dots. We gotta keep the bloodline pure. We can't have crazy.
Holy shit, Eddie! You can't. Wow, Eddie always has to cross that line, bro.
Oh my
I mean,
god!
he's gonna kill pregnant women in the line of battle. I mean, it's
Wow, Eddie.
I'm a militant
many
brother. I love it.
subscribers
wait,
tonight.
but wait, hold on. Aren't pregnant women just larger targets to get behind?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
He's a fucking nut, man.
Oh my god!
Fucking
I'm not
nut.
saying like get behind them in battle. I'm just merely pointing out a scientific fact that they are larger in the third trimester. You know what I mean? And so, like, that is true.
My God.
Eddie just, you know, Eddie would still be in trouble, but like,
Yeah, just using like the Captain America shield. That's all you have to do.
you like throw him like a
So,
boomerang?
is the PG-13 rating has it become meaningless?
No.
Because of one movie? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
it's not like there's not like a lot of like gore and blood.
Wait,
It's
and
like
wait.
mad. I mean, like you
Yeah,
had that
but
one scene really, but it's not. It's just like, but it's not like people are getting shot with guns.
Spoiler
It's
warning, she
all
is
magic.
breaking necks. She is popping their heads. She is,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, it's a lot more gore in this compared to other. It's not.
It's not like
compared to other
a-
MCU stuff. Like there's a part in the movie where you literally see Defender Strange's wound. It looks infected. It's black and gooey and blood coming
Yeah, but
out.
it's mainly about we don't see as much blood.
Yeah,
It's
we don't
all-
see it as
see
like
a
long.
little
Like
bit
they
of
cut
blood.
quick.
That's
like, you
what it
see
is.
that
It's
shit
the
was
PG
nasty.
13 rating is it's not so much blood, and they go so far that like in rated R films they can cross that line. It's
Yeah,
still
like
PG-13.
Deadpool gory. He sawed his own hand
No.
off. You know what I mean? Like
It's-
that
this
was
is
gory.
this is like a ridiculous thing. It's not.
They should update the PG-13.
It's a lot for the MCU, but it's still in the realm of PG-13. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, she's definitely right
I
about
mean,
that.
this
This
article
movie's a
makes
lot
sense.
for the
Like,
MCU.
you know,
Like
babies,
this is
little
like a
kids
whole.
watch
This is
MCU.
some next level
That makes
shit.
sense.
They ripped a guy's heart out of his chest in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That's why they created the PG-13 rating to begin with.
Thank you, Brian.
So yeah, no, this wasn't that bad.
Exactly.
And I think the
mostly on the
ratings,
audience.
anyways, as themselves, they're kind of like they're very.
And I think
inconsistent.
John
Yeah.
Krasinski, whatever his name is,
John
should be nominated.
Krasinski.
He should be
Damn.
nominated for his Oscar for his part in this movie.
Oh yeah, that deadpan
What part?
performance.
The
All 7
unraveling
minutes
or
of
the
it. All
popping?
7 minutes of it.
That was not Reed Richards.
He's the best. He's the best performance any Marvel person will ever.
I have
do.
breaking news.
Better than better
You gotta
than
play the thing. You gotta
RDJ.
play the thing, Maxie. You gotta play it. If you have breaking news, you know the rules. You could have
Breaking news.
I love when he looks down. That's my favorite part.
We lost Jarbo. All right, that's okay. He was saying some shit.
He was. That's all he does, man.
Geekosity is debunking rumors.
Oh,
yes, this is
my
true. But
God.
other places have debunked it.
You're probably debunking the rumors
You
that
coulda-
started.
You kind of got
They're probably-
you could have got the Variety article, but
Yeah, you could have got the variety
They're
guy.
probably,
You could
Max,
have
they're
gotten
probably
like,
debunking their own rumors.
they're saying
it's
Ezra
like Edwin Francisco debunks the rumor
won't
that like
be
Mikey said
recast in
Geekosity.
Flash.
I would laugh.
So a rumor has circulated that Warner Brothers Discovery would replace Ezra Miller with Dylan O'Brien as the Flash. However, Variety writer Adam B. Very debunked the gossip on Twitter. Very explained. It's also worth noting that the Flash finished shooting months ago, and Ezra plays multiple versions of Barry Allen. Replacing them would effectively mean reshooting the entire film. Now,
They
I
didn't
think
say they
there's-
were taking him out of the movie.
Yeah,
They said they were
yes.
replacing him.
They'll replace him after the movie. That's
After the
Screen Geek
movie, that's
article.
what I mean.
So this is not actually debunking because there's lots of scenarios where he's introduced as the new Flash at the end of the film, and he could still have, no one. I don't think anyone really thinks that they're going to go back and reshoot every single Ezra Miller scene. I don't. That's far fetched. That would cost a lot of money.
They would have to scrap the entire movie
Mm-hmm.
and reshoot a whole new movie.
Although I do think that's a good, if they do go this route and replace Ezra, I think Dylan O'Brien's a good bet.
Throw Dylan O'Brien into an after credit scene or
I
something.
wanna-
Boom. there's your
I think he
transition.
should be.
I
He should be
think-
Nightwing.
Yeah,
It depends
Lead-
now.
lead
He's
a-
already-
lead a Titans
he's
movie.
already, he's already rumored for Nightwing. Honestly, like him being rumored for Flash is another on top of his list of people who aren't really looking at other people's reportings other than the first one saying that, and then be like, "Oh, are you in the consideration of replacing Ezra Miller as Flash?"
Or
Those are
have an
two
extra
phenomenal
drag
characters.
You already
too.
have people asking him, "Are you in Batgirl as Nightwing?" So I think.
Well, she ends are weird. So
I mean, I honestly don't know anymore.
That would be a hard choice to make, but if I was the kid, I'd probably have to go with the Flash. He's more iconic, but they're both phenomenal
I'll
characters.
go with
man.
Nightwing.
I would go in Nightwing since there's not.
I don't think he's an amazing actor,
drama
but I
behind
think
that role.
I think he could do a solid job. Does anyone have thoughts on? Okay. Hey, thanks,
I was
Kate.
gonna
I'll give final thoughts real quick before I head out on this little topic
Okay.
here.
Sure.
So I don't believe that Dylan O'Brien is going to take over as Flash. I mean, from the recent stuff that came out, supposedly Ezra's going to give out a statement with Warner Brothers, and there's talk
really?
about therapy and stuff. So I think,
okay.
I don't think he's going to be recasted at all. If Ezra's trying to put in the effort to fix some stuff and make things better, then that's already the first step in me not wanting him to leave, because
Oh no,
I
it's
didn't
mending
like-
fences. That's absolutely mending fences. You're right.
because I was not a huge fan of Ezra's silence for these three recent instances, especially from Warner Brothers and Ezra. Like the silence, just this silence. You're doing stuff, hurting people. You're not speaking up about it. You're not giving context to what you're doing. You're just doing it.
Right.
And like I say, a lot of people in his position, if it was searching other people, they wouldn't be able to have the same leeways he gets.
Yeah.
And it's honestly unfair, because let's say if it was Idris Elba, I'm not saying just because he's black, but let's say it was Idris Elba right in his position. Idris Elba would have been fired, would have been canceled out of Hollywood, dragged through the media, his reputation destroyed, all that, all of it.
Yep.
But
I agree.
War with Britain, all of it.
but
I mean, like, look at Will Smith.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I actually said it. I'll say
Yeah.
Will Smith. People are literally trying to trash and destroy Will Smith over a slap. Now, I'm not saying he was okay to do.
He was wrong.
But
But-
Ezra's doing this, and people are more worried about a slap
Then the chair being thrown at
Ezra
first.
Miller literally choking a girl and all this other stuff.
Mike
It's
Tyson
like-
almost killed a guy on a plane.
Well, that was interesting. Kate.
That was
Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing. You heard that they're planning a statement with Ezra and W.
Yeah, they
Well,
are.
I'll see news about it. Yeah,
we
they're-
talked about
they're-
it earlier. The Variety article talks about.
Oh, that's great.
He actually has been like been going to counseling. I think maybe an outpatient thing, or they just kind of talk about him going to counseling, and that they are actually going to be releasing a statement. And once all the information is released about kind of what happened with him, then people might have a better understanding of what's going on.
Well, I think you're wrong, Forrest. I disagree, Forrest.
Yeah, who the
He's a
fuck
public
cares did it on
figure,
camera
and he wants
or
to
not?
pay to go see his movies. Okay,
No.
so it's the
I think
same.
the public is owed something once it's that public of an event, and at least to say that you're going to try harder to be better, and a little more transparency there when it becomes public. I don't want to know anything about Ezra. That's Ezra's private business until Ezra makes it public.
Yeah, and I think that they're waiting for him to be comfortable with.
His blood type, who he took to prom, who he lost his. Yeah, that kind of shit's none of our business. But if you want me to pay money to go see your movie and you're acting up like this to the point that they might fire you, then I need a statement. I need to know what's going on. Absolutely.
And I also need a statement from the victims.
I mean, he's doing that shit.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. We don't need a statement from the victim. I mean, let's say
We don't need a
statement.
Are you okay?
We don't need a statement for them.
Yeah, because look, this is the thing about this. This is
They already got paid off.
This is the very first live action Flash movie to ever come out, and with all this stuff he's doing, he's playing a great role. He's about to play a big character. He's about to do something great. He's about to do something great with his character. He's playing the Flash, Barry Allen, the Flash. He's not taking it as serious as he should. He's literally not taking it as serious as he should. Now, he may be going through some stuff, which he probably is, but he needs to, come out to the fans and let us know what's going on. Because if he can tell us slightly what's going on, we can understand better. Because if you don't tell us nothing,
I think
speculation and
I
rumors.
don't think that. See, I don't agree that he needs to necessarily tell what the issue.
I'm not saying tell everything,
or anything
but
like that. I think that he needs to say, I am, trying to in the
Put out a
process of
statement.
getting help for this situation. I don't think he needs to go into unless
Why he went
feels
into it,
that
then.
he
That would be enough
wants to
for
do
me.
that.
Yeah.
Unless he makes the choice to say something, no, I don't feel like he owes that to anyone. He just needs to do the work,
Right.
so he is better.
I mean, that would make me.
I have a
Just give
serious
us
question
more
for you
details,
guys.
Apologize and for doing what he did to the girl and those other people. And
I think he does. If he did those things, he needs to, obviously he needs to have a public apology to them and apologize to them. But other than what is personally
actually
happening
think-
with him, I don't think that's no one's business.
I actually think this cancel culture discussion, and then when people actually do apologize, is overblown. That the majority, not everyone's going to accept your apology. That's just
Yeah.
real life. But a lot of
we
people,
talk about
it
it in
goes
a
a
stream.
long.
They may not
It
accept
goes
it.
a
Well, I want
long
someone to
way.
apologize because they're sorry, not because they're made to. And
Well, I mean, he should really want to apologize.
Exactly.
I'm just saying the things that I feel like would be the right thing to do. I mean, you obviously have to mean an apology when you give it.
But I
You
do
have
have
to
a
mean
question.
the apologies. You got to give them, and then you got to get help, and you got to do the things that you need to do to get your mental health.
Make
situation under
everyone feel
control.
comfortable. But
Because
buying
after
your
a way,
ticket
it just
is not
becomes
going to
an excuse. Your
just
behavior
be
does.
just be enabling a person in the industry to act whatever they way to
Yes.
do. I
Well-
feel that certain way too. I want to support the industry, support creatives, but I don't want to support this bullshit that that people get a free pass just because they're a celebrity. Everyone should be treated equally. And I don't want I shouldn't have said that. I don't want Ezra canceled. I want Ezra to continue. And I'm happy to see Ezra's performance. And that actually gets me really excited about the future, that they are going to address it in some manner, because I think that'll bode well. My subjective opinion is that'll bode well with a lot of fans to say, oh, WB is taking this serious, and so is Ezra. That's enough for me. I don't need
have
all
a
the
question,
details.
especially for RJ's not here because he was like, I'm gonna boycott, but for Eddie and Dots and Ashley, and because they know they've been keeping up with this stuff. This stuff blows over, right? And the movie, we don't know it, but what happens if the movie's fucking phenomenal? Then what happens?
I think
rumor is it's not, so we'll see.
Ashley, don't believe that first. Look, if the movie ends up being phenomenal, it's good, you are going to have those small sect of people that is gonna still like hold this thing over Ezra. Because I'm like this with this whole Ezra situation. Like, last thing I'll say before I have to head out. If Ezra does file a apology and it does sound genuine, I'm willing to accept it. Because that's a problem with a lot of people on the web when these celebrities do put out this stuff. Because they forget they're people too. They're people just like us.
Yes.
And if they want to own up to something and they're owning up to it and coming out and apologizing for it, the common thing people do is like, oh, he doesn't mean it. He's rich. Like, what if he actually genuinely means it?
I get that.
You know, it's like I'm willing to accept it because I can do it for regular people. I should be able to do the same for this person here. Yeah, he's on a totally different level than us. Yes, he's famous, he's rich, all that stuff. But it doesn't change the fact that he's still a person too. I'm willing to forgive if Ezra gives me a reason to do so.
Okay.
I get that. I get that about a sincere apology, but the thing about it is, like, you know, you still did it. That's why you're apologizing.
Well,
we did it.
I mean, but everybody
can go down this route.
You still did it. That's the thing.
If you ever did something bad before Eddie,
Yeah, you never
Yeah,
fucked
not
up.
like that.
Eddie?
Everybody deserves
Not
this.
like that.
Eddie, you passed a lot of MCU movies, but you never apologized for.
Eddie, you've gotten a lot of second chances on YouTube, brother. So don't like.
No,
Don't
no,
count
no,
everyone
I
chickens
never
before they're hatched here,
harmed
man.
anyone. No, I'm sorry, I can't approve of that. Because look, I like the guy and I will accept the apology, but I'm not gonna forget. And lots of people are not gonna forget. that he still did that.
I'm not saying forget it all. Like that's the thing.
I'm just saying don't act perfect.
That thing about
I'm
apology.
not perfect, but I definitely don't attack people. That's the thing.
That's the thing about apology. Just because just because you apologize and I accept your apology does not mean that I won't ever forget what has happened.
Forgive, not forget.
All,
That's the
all we
thing.
can really ask of people, if you're really not for cancel culture, is that people try to be better. And then there's a path forward for everyone. Was Ezra held accountable by the law? I believe so. Ezra went to court. Ezra spoke with the police. So accountability was there. And then there's some type of public address to, people that are concerned about that. Is it fair for consumers to want to be concerned about other things besides the art when they purchase a ticket? Maybe you don't think that's exactly fair, but I do kind of want to feel when I buy a ticket too that I'm supporting something quality and good, especially when I do a superhero movie. There's something more to that to me too.
The Flash.
Yeah, I want to feel like I'm paying for a ticket for a
Well,
hero.
I do agree with one
Not
thing
in a-
Forth said.
on a-
We don't
not a-
know. He may have already. We don't know. Forth is right about that. He may have already, in private, went and apologized to those people.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the best now. This is actually really good news, and I'm thank you, K-Dot, for sharing that because that gets me excited. That makes me feel like hype for the Flash. Okay, and Ashley,
I do got to head out. Thanks for having me on. If you guys ever do it again, be willing to come back on. Thanks for having me on. Shouts to Eddie, Anthony, Brian, Chris, Caden,
DC's king, K-Dot.
Max,
Thanks,
and
K-Dot.
Ashley, the MCU shield. My favorite.
Apologies.
Mistress of Marvel.
Apologies. I'm not a shield.
Apologies. Apologies. Wanda,
Yes,
apologies.
get it right.
Deuces.
Yes, I'm a Wanda man. Bye.
Bye, K-Dots. Thanks for joining us.
us.
All right.
Wow, that's like your bestie, and he like busts on you more than anybody.
My brother died. Yeah, I mean, I do it to him too.
All right, so we have some rapid fire topics to mix it up. It's all not about Avatar, and then we'll.
I know I fell asleep for a little bit.
Oh, really? Because Avatar. Okay.
I like when he's on though, man. He's funny. That dude always makes me laugh, man. He always makes me laugh.
So here's some picks from Maverick that we'll just look at real quick. These are some new character posters: Rooster, Payback,
Did Marvel made these posters?
Wingman, Fanboy, Coyote.
Ryan, are you seeing this? Are
Bob.
you seeing this? Ryan? We don't want these posters. We want the Jets.
Bro,
We
give
want
us the
collages.
trailer, bro.
Yeah,
give us
dude.
a final trailer. Fuck this.
I just have the movie.
Dang,
Cyclone.
So aggressive.
I didn't even really get excited until I heard the doom.
Doom, doom.
Facts.
I might get the Rooster one because I like Miles Teller a lot.
The Lady Gaga song is legit. I love the Lady Gaga track for Top Gun Maverick. I highly recommend that.
Did you see the stream Brodan's gonna do? I think tomorrow. He
Feels
swears up
like
and down that the Black Widow soundtrack is the best soundtrack Marvel's ever released.
Oh,
Which one? The beginning of the movie?
Yeah, he thinks that the Black Widow soundtrack is the
It
best
was
soundtrack
okay.
from the
It
MCU.
was okay.
It is.
Not
It's a good
bad.
soundtrack.
It is, but the best.
Yeah, I don't know. About,
I
have
like
to
the I like
I
the
have to watch-
Endgame soundtrack.
I have to watch
Endgame
Black
soundtrack,
Widow
exactly.
again.
I like
The
Captain
Northman
Marvel's
VOD
soundtrack better.
release. Robert
Okay,
Eggers'
Avengers.
Vikings revenge film
And I'm not
is
lying.
this Friday.
Oh, finally
That's
I
quick.
can watch this. Jesus.
That does that
cool.
make you think it kind of underperformed if it's going to VOD? this
Oh
quick?
yeah, it
Flop
did.
on the
It
box
could
office.
extremely
It flopped.
underperform. Yes, it
Yeah.
did. It did bad in the box
That's
office,
sad.
which is sad.
Maybe it'll get nominated for an Oscar. That'll
Probably
help it.
will.
It'll probably get snubbed just like The Last Duel did. The Last Duel was amazing and didn't get no traction.
Here's something that's interesting. I didn't know this series was still making another season. I thought it might have been canceled. Westworld.
I know.
Yeah, that says it all, Ashley.
I've never
Nah,
watched
I
it.
don't-
I have no idea what it's about.
Westworld
I
HBO
don't
unveils
care.
first season 4 teaser and premiere date.
This is definitely
Ariana-
woke, Anthony.
Yes, 100%. Yes, it is.
What's the other one I can't watch because it's way
don't
too
care.
sci-fi
There's-
for me? Oh,
It's-
Raised by Wolves. That shit's crazy.
It's interesting sci-fi Westworld, but it's very hit and miss. So I think I'm going to try to finish season 3. There's some really interesting, cool moments of Westworld, though. Anthony Hopkins is in the first season.
Yeah.
Okay, no one gives a shit about this. Wow, look at everyone
Westworld.
looking down. Like, well, are we done with the Westworld talk?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, that's fine.
My kid.
Sci-fi movies. If you
I'm
like
just a little
some,
hard at, so
what's that? Right?
nothing. Just hanging out.
I'm really high, man.
We know.
I'm trying to get there, man.
Skyline. The sequels aren't that bad. I watched one on Netflix. I got to watch the third one. Skyline Radio starts filming this year compared to Fast Five and the Avengers.
I don't even know how it got a sequel. The first one was garbage.
The sequels are a little, they're
I still don't care.
you still don't care.
No, I'll watch them.
People
I'll
say
watch 'em,
this is
but-
actually a pretty cool series. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
The good B movie sci-fi with some cool special effects. The aliens aren't as
I've
some
never
generic
heard
as
of
visual
these
effects?
movies.
What's that?
I've
Anthony?
never heard of these movies before.
Anthony, why you always just say
Yeah,
something and then don't
me
answer?
too.
See?
Anthony? He did it again.
Yeah, so me too. Like, I don't care for these movies.
All right.
I said
Well,
I didn't care for them. I said I don't know anything about these movies. I had
Yo,
no
I'm
clue these
telling
movies
you, these
existed.
movies over here, they
Thank you,
garbage.
Kaden.
apparently they were thinking about trying for Tom
Because he
Cruise
was
on-
filming Top Gun. I mean, Top
Yeah.
Gun.
Mission
he was
Impossible.
filming Mission Impossible 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So he could-
I'm glad they didn't do it. Thank goodness.
They
I didn't
film
want Tom.
anything,
I don't want Tom Cruise in the MCU.
Nor they said
I don't want
he
him. I
says
love
he
Tom
had-
Cruise, but I don't want him to be Iron Man.
Oh, he was.
He said
was
that there
busy
was no
Mission
script with him
Impossible.
in it. There was no footage of him in this. It was just an idea he talked to Feige about, and
Don't
and
worry,
Feige and
in
him were like,
Secret
never
Wars-
mind.
No. That's
You
not
will see in
true. Someone
Secret
told
Wars-
me he's in the movie. They just
Oh,
put it
someone
on the
did?
cutting room floor.
Oh,
I think
Kaden,
his name
Oh,
was
yeah.
Grace
Tell you that.
Randolph.
Kaden, how
And
do
I
you
said,
find pop culture?
bull. I knew that. It's not true.
Lion Grace.
I think in
Hayden and
Secret
I knew
Wars,
the truth.
Yeah.
I know in Secret, I think in Secret
Right when I
I'll
first saw
cry.
it,
saying that.
I'll cry. I'm gonna be
I
the
saw
first
the
to admit
first
it.
tweet about it, and I was like, fake.
Yeah.
Max, I'll cry. I'm gonna be the first. If they kill him off, if he sacrifices
Drax?
anything, I'll cry.
I think
They
I
need
think
to.
for Tom Cruise, I think
I don't
Secret
think
Wars.
Drax is going.
Actually
past-
said that
I
motherfucker
think
dead.
Drax is
Either
dying,
he's dead, or he
he's
finds out,
retiring.
Well, two reasons.
or for some reason he finds out that his family really didn't die, and he escapes and runs.
Give me
off.
that one. Give me that
But
one. I
I
don't
think
want him
he's
to die.
dead because I know there's
He says
several
goodbye,
characters
Drax,
dying.
So
Several characters are dying in this movie.
yeah.
Ow,
Rocket is
It's okay.
dying.
Nobody's
Okay.
dead.
Rocket
I
is
was
dying.
alive.
Yeah.
I don't.
I
think-
wasn't gonna name the people, but yeah, there's several people, and I think he's.
Yeah,
one
I
of
don't.
them,
I
for
don't
sure.
think Drax is for multiple reasons. Dave Bautista wants to try different things, more challenging acting roles.
Yeah, he's gonna be
I
with
think he
James
said-
Gunn.
He thinks he said. I think he said that he's not happy with the character arc. they haven't really done much with him.
No, that's not what it was. He likes his character. He's done with Disney. When James Gunn is done, he is done. Is what he said.
Yeah.
When Gunn is done, I'm done. When James Gunn got fired, he was the most vocal out of all the cast members that was speaking up for him and standing up for him on Twitter. Like he was upset. He was calling Disney all kinds of names and everything. So Dave Bautista is done. Because when James Gunn is done, is exactly
Brian. You know what I'm thinking, Brian?
He actually said that when
that?
Gunn is done, so am I.
Season 2 Peacemaker villain coming at you, Dave Bautista.
Right? Oh man,
I think he's gonna play Bane. I think he's gonna play Bane.
I would not be surprised.
They're gonna put Bane in the Peacemaker show, and everybody's gonna be pissed.
I would not be surprised.
Oh my God, it's a Batman villain! What the hell's wrong, man?
Bane will probably be in the Waller show and in the Peacemaker show.
So Elizabeth Olsen is criticizing Scorsese.
Good.
Well, not just as Scorsese. She's criticizing everyone that has criticized Marvel movies, like saying that they're not real movies. When she's basically saying they are real movies because they have actual people living on set and working on set. And you're by saying they're not real movies is just crediting everyone that's worked on those sets and worked behind the scenes and on camera.
Well, let me get
everyone that has said that Marvel movies are not movies, fuck you. That's basically what she's saying.
It's okay.
Let me get to the quote, Caden. Thank you. Though. I'm not saying we're making indie art films, but I just think it takes away from our crew, which bugs me. Olsen said these are some of the most amazing set designers, costume designers, camera operators. I feel diminishing them with that kind of criticism takes away from all the people who do award-winning films that also work on these projects. From an actor's point of view, whatever, I get it. I totally understand there's a different kind of performance that's happening, but I do think throwing Marvel under the bus takes away from hundreds of very talented crew people, Olsen added. That's where I get a little feisty about it. Scorsese, yeah. So I love this. I love those quotes from Elizabeth Olsen.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. And I love Scorsese, but fuck Scorsese for what he said, man.
I mean,
if he wants to have all this dialogue and then wax some Italian in an alley in every movie, we could say, hey, every Scorsese movie's the same because they really are.
But think about the costume designs and stuff that for Black Panther that were amazing. And they won an Oscar for that. So there's like people on those sets that, work really hard and their work is acknowledged, for the things that they're doing. It's all part of the art. It's
not a lesser movie. It's just a different kind of movie.
It's crazy that these filmmakers never criticize DC. It's only Marvel.
Because it's like it's standard. Because it's the one that's like everywhere. It's
Marvel's the gold standard.
That's true.
Nobody criticizes the also-rans, dude. No.
Yeah,
nobody criticizes the also-rans.
Nobody's like going after the the little.
They only care about the winner of the Kentucky Derby.
But also, there's a couple of people works for WB.
Oh my God! Just 2 seconds. Let me break topic for 2 seconds. I saw that 80-1 odds, and that little horse came out of nowhere and won. I've never seen no shit like that in my life.
Oh really?
I hated every minute of it.
What?
Oh, a little horse won.
Yeah, 80-1 odds. 80-1 odds came from the back on the final stretch.
Send me that clip, Chris. I'd love to watch that sometime.
Yeah, just look up Kentucky Derby. What was it name? Right Luck.
I might have a clip of it.
It was incredible. I've never seen anything like it.
That's awesome.
Back of the pack on the final stretch wins the race. 80-1 odds.
Wow.
A horse from Oklahoma.
Somebody got rich.
Warner Brothers Discovery returned to off. This is the last topic I had. Has some staffers stressed? I think lots of people are stressed. Zaslav means business. He's very active.
Four, good for you, bro. If you think that, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, which is not true. So sad.
Yeah, a lot of people are stressed. My employer too is we're doing more return back to work. But if you weren't doing if you got lazy during the pandemic, I think that's what people
you're screwed because the world's coming back.
I know. I have to work harder and harder just because I work from home. And to
Marvel has crappy cinematography. Their costumes.
Why did you even read that?
Because sometimes I don't know. Is he trolling or is he serious?
No, he's being real. That's why I said I'm sorry. He said.
There's like what,
I
27
disagree.
movies, and out of all of them,
Well,
they've never had a flop.
I have to admit my incorrect statement before, where I said a lot of Marvel movies. Only some Marvel movies have the bad CGI because I rewatched some of them. On the IMAX
Thanos.
Yeah, I watched.
I mean,
and I'll have to tell you, I
His
watched
Gauntlet?
I watched the Thor movies. I didn't watch the first one. I watched Thor: Dark World, which I love. There's so much great development there with Loki and Thor.
Oh hell
and
no!
Oh, that's why you gotta
Odin
watch
and
the
his mother.
first one to realize how dumb the second one is.
No, there's so much there that's integral to the Thor storyline that's in Thor: The Dark World.
They're so stupid. I can't wait for them to be done. Oh man, guys.
But
I hope Avatar does great, so we'll never have to talk about comic movies again. It'll be so amazing.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry,
god,
dude. I'm sick and tired of after these movies come out, everybody coming on and talking about how, like, trying to sound out one up each other with how smart they are, talking about how visually stunning these movies are. Dude, like,
oh my goodness,
come on, man. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Woo.
Andrew. It's just
you're
Wow.
harsh on my vibe, dude.
I'm sorry, guys. I mean,
Uh,
I'll mute myself now. But...
No, that's all right.
Fan Stick was incredible. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Fan
hell
Stick
no.
was
But
incredible.
I was gonna say, Brian, I was gonna say something positive, and you just ruined it. I
go
rewatched
ahead.
Thor Ragnarok, and I loved it even more.
I like it more every time I watch it.
No, but
like
after
Thor
the
Ragnarok.
second time I watched it, I was like, this jokey jokes, and then I gave it a long time.
Fuck,
before I watched
nobody
it
give
again.
a fuck about Christopher Nolan. What you saying?
Oh.
Bro? Jesus.
I love Christopher Nolan.
I love
Sorry.
Christopher Nolan. I'm a big fan of him, but nobody give a fuck what he says. Thank you.
He didn't say anything. What did
Anthony just
Christopher
like
Nolan do?
Anthony just wanted to say they don't get
Some
give
curse
enough-
words.
Yeah.
He wanted to be aggressive.
There are potential spoilers, Hans. I had a question mark there. I think that Quarch, and I was going to talk more about the villains, but we already discussed that humans on Earth.
Guys, Obi-Wan's coming out soon. I'm so
Quarch.
excited.
Oh my.
Yeah, I am excited about it. We're gonna talk. All right,
Hans,
I
theory
get it,
isn't
Brian.
spoilers,
We're
Hans.
gonna talk about Obi-Wan and Star Trek tomorrow.
Dude,
Has
no,
anybody-
I'm not trying to tell you what you need to talk about, dude. I'm just saying, like,
Horse and
that's
carrot. He tells
just
us
my
that every
personal
week.
feeling.
I'll-
how
you know-
I am at this moment with the stuff.
You know what? You know what? Here's facts for you, Brian. Facts flying at you. I've been trying to avoid the Obi-Wan because there's actually real leaks about that finale.
I know. I'm not
That's-
really hyping it up.
Yeah, and I heard it. So
I
so
did-
excited.
Spoilers for the finale
So
at the
that's-
end of Obi-Wan.
Yes,
Bleed.
Don't
You
do it
shut
for
up,
anybody
I'm
else.
joking,
Somebody,
I'm joking.
somebody did it
The
to
host
me.
of
Be careful
Your
what
ass.
you ask for, Brian. Be
I'm
careful
telling
what
you
ask
right
for.
now, no cap. Whoever ruins the spoiler, it's Obi-Wan for me. They're off talk for at least a year. They're off talk.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm not talking.
That's why I've been avoiding Obi-Wan because
about
it's
that
close.
They're
and
in
there's
the
a lot of
boneyard.
shit there, and people are spoiling it because of politics too, because it's Disney.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah.
So that's why I've been trying to hold off on the Obi-Wan.
They
Star
really
Trek,
like.
Oh, go ahead, Ashley.
No, like I just think about it, like the way it was done to
The
me.
whole
It's
show
like
is spoiled.
it's just like that's like why did you do that, dude? Like it's
Yeah,
so annoying.
I mean, when I got sent the spoilers, I was like, so which was my
Eight
dad who
Sports,
sent it to me.
$2 is
I was like, it's
Dr.
whatever.
Rebo versus Doctor Strange.
Wait a minute,
That's
Ashley.
um,
I know you, the Mistress of Marvel, but I didn't know you was a Star Wars girl. You a Star Wars girl?
I
too?
like Star Wars. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, I'm not like a super fan of it, but I love the movies. I like them. Mando is like I love Mando. I've watched all that. I have like I love Boba Fett. I have Boba Fett toys and stuff like that.
What do you think
you
of
wanna
Darth
watch
Maul?
Ahsoka show?
I mean, I like Darth Maul.
Thank you.
I'm gonna watch Ahsoka. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you,
totally
H. Marks.
watching Ahsoka, bro.
I am with the call to Rebo. He is alive. He's coming back.
I just said it. I put it in the chat as soon as Han showed up. I put Max Rebo lives, Max Rebo for life. I
Guys,
even admit
okay.
Max
All right,
Rebo's
but
He
alive.
is in the Lego Holiday Special, and that is
He's
canon,
alive.
so-
He made it. He got out.
He always lives, bro.
They
He
killed
never
poor
dies.
Jennifer Beals,
I don't
but
know if it's
Max Rebo made it out.
canon or not. But
Yeah,
She's
got
still
some-
Oh
gorgeous.
no, Morbius shows up in Obi-Wan.
Oh, come on, Isaac. Why did
Bro, yeah, saw what Sony did to the end of Morbius. They
You
changed
said
it up.
Morbin. Is it Morbin time? Is that what it is?
it's Morbin
I'm
time.
in the cult of Rebo, man. I'm praying every night.
He
Getting
pulls
poster
his
and everything.
Morpher out, and then
Isaac is in the court of Morbius.
Andrew, calm down. We all love Tobey Maguire. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Triceratops.
He's all right. He's all right. He's all
Toby
right.
suck ass. Fuck Toby.
He's all right.
Anthony, be nice. Anthony,
No, I love Toby.
Bro, look how stupid this is. Look how stupid this is.
Well, just let
What
him go.
is
You know
Sony
what?
doing?
You're being just you're being just as bad as he is, Anthony, because you're just creating.
He's talking about
cycle.
this, aren't you, Anthony?
No,
You talking about
yeah.
this?
What is this, Sony? What are you
So
doing?
basically, so in the stupid mid-credit scene, Vulture flies up to Morbius. Thanks for meeting with him. Thanks for meeting with me, and says this has something to do with Spider-Man. And the Spider-Man line has been removed from every single print at all of my local theaters.
Amazing.
Wait,
Amazing,
what?
Sony.
I was laughing at
So yeah, the whole I'm here for Spider-Man thing is cut.
Damn. Marvel was MCU was like, take that shit down now.
They're like, you put that movie out. No, Tom Holland is not crossing over to your
Bro,
universe.
they
For
didn't
a
even
little
call
while.
Kevin Feige. They didn't even call Feige for that post-credit scene.
I remember
It's
they
like
did it.
Andrew's like, nah, I ain't coming back.
Good for you.
Yeah, he said I'm taking a. He said I'm taking a break. He saw that movie and said I don't want to
Yeah.
come back and I gotta take a break because
Yep.
It's chill time. It's chill.
Oh,
I love
I meant to
Toby,
do
but
this one.
Tom Holland's my favorite Spider-Man. A lot of people give me shit for that.
I just
It's like the
don't-
Death Dealer,
still-
dude.
I
I gotta
still
go home
watch-
and rethink my life.
I still want to watch No Way Home again. I haven't watched it since the theater.
I gotta rewatch Avatar. I haven't watched that shit in years. I was
I wish
thinking
they
about
released
while
the
you guys were
director's
talking
cut.
about it.
I gotta rewatch Days of Thunder because the
I
sequel's
have-
coming.
I'm watching Days of Thunder too. Oh my god, dude!
Because
Yes.
the sequel's coming, man. If they'll do
Master
Top
None
Gun,
Watch Party.
Days of Thunder. I'm in, bro.
Oh.
I'm in.
Oh, you guys don't understand. That is like one of the greatest movies of all time. That's when Tom met Nicole.
Nicole. Yeah. He married her on that movie.
Yeah.
Right,
Nicole
after that
Kidman?
movie.
Yeah.
That's where he met her.
Yeah, she was Dr. Kawiki.
At the beginning. It's such a
classic
great movie.
Oh, if Eddie's in charge, bye guys.
wow.
I love when Eddie's in charge.
Hey,
Eddie's in
everyone, I'm in
charge.
charge now.
Is he though? Is he though? Let's have a test. Yep. No, he's not in charge.
Yep, I'm back. I'm
Fuck,
can't-
yo,
he
even
can't-
Bad Bunny.
He can't add or remove himself at will, so he's not in
You
charge.
know what's crazy? Even Bad Bunny said earlier today that everybody's gonna love the El Muerto movie. I was like, oh, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
So Eddie, what are we doing?
Actually, never mind. I forgot about that comment you made earlier. Never mind.
Both comments.
Well,
Dude,
Never
well,
mind.
that's kind of messed up.
All right, go ahead. Rick. Okay, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, the topic now is I guess we could talk about El Muerto. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but I guess that's gonna be a subway to a new topic.
bro,
So I'm excited.
Bad Bunny said it was gonna be good. I was like,
El Muerto?
no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she
just
said that today.
I mean, but is any Sony movies like
No.
since they started this Spider Verse of characters, have any of them been good?
I'll
like
say
Venom
this.
1.
I like
Maybe
the
people
first
like
Venom.
Venom.
The
I
first
didn't
Venom.
like it. I
Yeah.
didn't like it.
I like
I
Venom.
didn't hate it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
You know, but I had high expectations. I was
Andrew.
like, they're gonna get it right for Venom 2. And boy, if
I
that
mean-
wasn't a mess of a movie. But it's better than Morbius.
I actually do kind of believe it will be.
Blasphemer.
But let's be honest, Venom 2 made money because of Tom Holland.
I haven't even watched
Well, I mean, the
yet.
first
just
Venom
thought-
made the first Venom made good money as well.
That movie was projected to make $40 million, and it went up because of Tom Holland. Easily.
The first
which
one
was
made
crazy.
a lot of money. The first Venom made a
800
lot of
million,
money.
yeah, 800 million.
Yeah.
Yep. This one made 500.
Hold on, I gotta put the dogs away with the snack. We'll be right back.
It's all good.
Morbius flop at the box office.
I was gonna ask Brian
Are you all?
about Star
So
Trek.
are you excited to see it, Eddie?
I think no, you're talking about El Muerto. I think it will be a good movie. I think it will be a good movie. It's just that it will be probably be a good wrestling movie, not a good.
Yeah,
superhero movie
that's what
overall.
I
Yeah, budget of $12 million.
Yeah, I could see
A
it.
budget of 12 million.
Probably.
Luchador
I could see it being a
superhero
good.
though, guys. Come on, man. How
No,
good is it really gonna be?
I could see it being a good wrestling movie, but then everyone else is like, Wait, this is a superhero movie though. So what the fuck is this that we're watching?"
If
Yeah,
you like
maybe.
wrestling, Eddie, watch Heels. That's a great wrestling.
No, I do watch it. But I'm just saying, I think that might be it because I don't see where everything else falls into like the Sonyverse. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know. You got all this Spider-Man stuff you can work in. You want to bring in a luchador superhero? What?
Yeah,
What are you doing? What are you doing, Sony? Don't get me triggered. I'll start screaming.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Sony? That was
Yeah.
such a great episode.
Okay, so for those who don't know, this came out on Thursday. This wonderful, wonderful show, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. Okay, episode 1 was freaking awesome. I
Okay,
love how
good.
they handled this show. I figured that's where you were going, Max. But
Brian, did you know
Yeah,
that they
I think-
talked about this on they talked about it on the world news, and they talked about this episode like Tim Poole was talking about it. Everybody's talking about this episode.
yeah, and how they handled politics correctly for a change.
Oh, really?
Was
Yeah,
really,
they did
really
great.
insane. But just the recasting of some of the classic characters. This is Uhura.
I love her.
She's a cadet
I
at
love
this
her.
point. Very youthful, lots of energy.
Steals
very-
every scene
very good
she's in.
cast.
Yeah.
Ethan Peck, who plays the younger Spock, fantastic. Anson Mount, Black Bolt.
I think I'm
you
just gonna watch this instead of finishing. I'm gonna finish Discovery eventually, but since I have Paramount Plus, just watch this because it's just started.
If you've watched season 2 of Discovery, you know everything you need to know to watch this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Cool, that's a
you're
good-
all set. But yeah, no, dude, Ethan Peck was amazing. Let's see here.
La'ana.
Christina Chong as Lana.
La'ana.
Yeah, fantastic.
Total badass.
I believe they're
Total
going to have her
badass.
as the security officer. This is Spock's betrothed. Yeah, so I mean, this is fantastic. They recast for Robert April, who was the original captain of the Enterprise. This is the actor who's playing him. Yeah, so this show is fantastic. I would just stop what you're doing right now, get that free week of Paramount Plus, and just use it.
Just seeing Pike in the chair again was enough for
Oh,
me, bro.
Yeah, and then the fact
That
that
great
so
scene at the
basically-
beginning where he's on the horse and the shuttle comes. It's so good, bro. So good.
So basically what happens is he gets he receives a vision in the end of season 2 of Discovery, and he finds out what his fate is. So like it's basically a story about a man who knows his fate, but also interweaved with a weekly sci-fi show. So like this week it dealt with like a first contact situation. I'm not going to get too heavy into spoilers. if
It's
you haven't
really
watched
good
it,
though.
but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just the way how they handled it, really tied into Picard, and I'll talk about that for a second too if I don't want to take it.
Just him knowing that his death it will be caused by anything that involves the Enterprise, and he still gets on the Enterprise and does the right thing.
Yeah, he still gets
Incredible.
up and does his job. But anyways, the other thing that came out on Thursday was Picard season finale for season 2. Fantastic. I know I was complaining about it too early on about like, oh god, they're just they're doing some stupid
Well,
shit.
they
and I'm-
honey dicked us. They
I-
swerved
yeah,
us, man.
no, they really did. They
swerved
really
us.
did. But how it ended up getting us at the end, I mean, Q basically explains everything to Picard.
The shit with Q is so deep.
Like he's dying and he doesn't want to die alone. And like just that whole thing, like what he puts Picard through this whole season is basically just a roundabout way of telling him that he cares about him.
Teach
And
him a
it's
lesson.
Yeah, one
So
final
great.
lesson. And no, it was really good to be a Star Trek fan this week. And I'm sorry I won't take up any more time. But
No,
yeah.
I'm hyped.
Oh, it's cool,
I
bro.
want to watch it. I want to
No,
watch it.
but
That's my favorite season finale of any of the Picard seasons.
The last episode of Halo just took all the it just was like a gut
It was
punch. Like,
rough. It was rough.
Oh,
even the critics
That
said,
was probably
"Well,
one of the most trashiest episodes.
you went from the best
It was
episode the week
woke
before
I
to the
love your
worst."
Nobody
accent when
cares
you're
about
mad,
the
bro.
character. She needs to be right off from the show. I hope
She
she
needs to
dies
be right
by
off
the
of the
end of the
show.
season.
Quan
She needs to
Quan
get
is
the fuck out
a
of the-
difficult character
Quan
to
is
like.
Keep
garbage.
talking, Anthony.
I don't
Man,
care.
Anthony, when he gets going with that accent, me and Ashley.
I can't
I
wrap
don't
it
care. She needs to go. Please kill her. Somebody shoot her in the head. Please.
Eddie?
His accent's
I'm
more
good, I'm
Italian
good.
than mine, and I'm a full-blood
Thank
Italian.
you. Thank you.
No, IGN said.
Go ahead, Max.
IGN said you went from the best episode last week to the worst, and
I-
it's right before the season finale. Like you don't. That's the worst part.
Wait, I thought it
time
was
to
10
do-
episodes. Max, how many
To
episodes?
film,
is it?
for me, it felt like that
Oh,
was.
maybe I'm wrong.
That's a good idea, Protoss.
Oh my
Maybe it's
God,
8.
man.
No, it's 8 episodes, isn't it? It's only 8 episodes.
I thought it had good
No,
action.
Let me see.
Let me Google it.
I thought the episode had good action. It's just the Quan shit is just annoying.
Yeah, she really.
No, I
is.
like her, and even I'm
No,
like,
I love the way she acts and she emotes great, but they're not using her right. She's annoying, man. She's like a gnat at a barbecue, bro. It's awful.
But to be fair, we just want the Master Chief shit. We don't want her.
She's just all up in your shit.
oh, there's
And she
supposed
goes
to be
away for a
9
minute.
episodes.
Fuck off. I know how that is.
She's beautiful. I hate it because she's beautiful and she can act. That's what they did to oh my god, I'm too high. America Chavez. They used her as a plot device, man. That pissed me off.
I mean,
It is true.
It's have 10 episodes, so if the last episode of the series is trash, I'm not.
Here,
I'm not watching.
I'm
not
bringing
watching
this
season
up
2.
here. Hold on, and then we could start to end the show because I appreciate everyone being here. Get back into the groove. MME being back after a quick break.
It is.
We miss you, RJ. I hope RJ's doing all right. I messaged RJ.
Bro, just shoot the character in the head. I don't want to see that. Thing.
No,
she can't because she has to lead her people and stuff.
Halo
Nobody cares about her
strong
people.
episode yet with its worst. Oh man, I didn't even finish the episode yet. I couldn't finish it.
The first 30 minutes.
4?
I left.
Yes,
it's terrible.
4.
I give it a 1 out
Wow.
of 10. I give it
I'm
a
starting
1
to
out of
agree with Anthony. Yo, you shoot the character in the head.
Dude,
I give it a
Strange
all
New
this,
World's
all
got
this
like a
violence
90.
against women in this episode. I'm really upset with them. With these.
Hold on, Max. You can't have what kind of
Anthony
hold on.
and
What kind of
Eddie.
violence was it?
I didn't say anything about killing her. What the hell?
No, you were.
No,
you said aim for the belly, and then Anthony's.
Okay.
This is horrendous.
No, she's a
I-
soldier, man. I'm just
I'm
saying
sorry,
you can't have it
viewers.
both ways.
I want her to have a nice ending and get off the show.
Yes, me too.
Yep.
Me too.
I'm sorry. If this is how the series is going to be, I'm not watching season 2.
Well, hopefully the last 2
I don't
episodes are
think there's
good. Maybe
gonna be a
this will.
season 2.
No,
Halo
there's a
follows
season
up
2.
with
They
its
announced it.
strongest episode yet with its worst, as the series' most unsatisfying subplot suddenly becomes the main and only course in episode 7. Yes, it was too much.
God.
4. And look, they were giving 9s and 7s. These are reviewers that actually like the show, and it was that
We're
bad.
putting Ashley to sleep.
man.
She
I
got
put her
that
on
sleep
Strange New
going.
World's got a higher
Ashley,
I'm
score.
not
are you
asleep.
okay?
I'm fine.
Star
She's
Trek.
got that.
and
Yeah, I
Halo.
don't give a shit
She
about
knows
this.
it's a
Wait.
terrible show.
Look at her sway.
It's
Are
not
you,
a terrible show.
Ashley, do you have
I
any
do
interest
that.
in Star Trek or Halo? Watching them?
I've not watched Halo. I didn't like the trailer. It just like really
Okay.
weird, cheap graphics to me, and it just looked dumb. And
Alright,
then
thanks.
Star Trek. Sorry. I mean, sorry.
You're a Star
Star
Wars
Trek.
girl.
I've never. Yeah. I remember
Wars
having
girl.
like that being on when I was a kid and being mad,
Have you
so I
watched the
never
JJ
really
movies?
tried to watch it.
It's not for everybody.
No,
It's
an
not.
acquired
It's
taste.
just because I was like, this is boring, and like
That's how I thought
remember,
about the
like,
original. Like,
my babysitter would watch it, and it was like it's like a
Oh wow,
trauma thing.
babysitter. See, there's trauma there. There's Star Trek.
Yeah,
I was
she
gonna
would
say
just-
that.
and I
She's got Star
hated
Trek
it.
trauma. Trek trauma.
So I never tried to. I just don't know.
See, I love Star Trek. I just have to be in the right mood. It's not something I can watch all the time. I have to get in the groove, and then go through a few episodes.
Does anybody
Yeah,
care?
but I do
that-
want to say that I do want to say this. It was good to hear Brian talk about something that he really likes because, he
I'm
was
sorry, but shit
always
all over
no.
the
I
place.
know. I meant like because it was good because I know that you were tired of specific conversations. And
Oh,
I could
that's
tell
his
you were passionate
passion.
about it. I could tell you were
Yeah, that's
passionate
his
about
passion.
it. So
That's
like
why
I was
Monday nights are fun.
enjoying actually listening to when Brian was speaking because he was very animated. So good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Does anybody care? I mean, I care, but a lot of people aren't into stand-up comedy. But does anybody care that not only does Cat Williams got a new special coming out, but Eddie Murphy's going to come back and do one more stand-up?
Good.
Yeah, I'm not like I think everybody. I like Eddie Murphy is all right.
Raw's a classic.
It's all right.
No,
He
it's
hasn't
He's
made a
good,
stand-up
but
since
he's not.
1987.
He's like I feel like Dave Chappelle's better than Eddie Murphy, and I think
Oh, Dave
Bernie
Goat, and I think Eddie
Mac
Murphy, yeah.
is. I think Bernie Mac is maybe better than Eddie Murphy.
But no, I was thinking Christopher Pike the whole time though. H. Bart's, because he was in Doctor Strange. So both captains were in Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
So,
we
like,
got
when
to
I-
see both captains this week.
So like Captain Picard and
Captain
Pike. So I'm like,
We're both a part of the Illuminati.
I was just like, yes, I'm so excited to talk about Star Trek because like this stuff was in it too, man. Yeah, so even Doctor Strange got
How
some
many
more
episodes
via
are out?
Star
Just
Trek.
one or two?
Just the pilot dropped so far.
Oh,
but
well, I can handle that.
yeah, it's just an hour, 45 minutes of your time with a little
You
bit.
know,
with
we
a little
have
bit
to
of,
watch that for Brian for the To the Max show this week.
Yeah, well, I was gonna do it for like news to the max this week because I mean, come on now, it doesn't get any bigger than that. But
Yeah.
no,
Eddie, can we?
Star Trek
can we
would have
make
got on
this
the
happen
list.
for Brian.
Isaac,
Oh,
LOL.
Say that a what?
Watch
That's
Star
okay.
Trek for Brian this week. One episode for Brian.
And you got to be a Star
watch
Trek fan to
party?
understand why we're marking out so hard on the season
said a
finale
watch
of
party or
Picard,
something?
but the season
No,
finale
just
of
watch
Picard
it
was
for him
something
so we can
special.
talk about it with
Oh,
him.
watch it for. I'll watch it then. Like I
Just
said,
the
I'm not
pilot.
a fan.
Just give
I'll
us
Man,
watch
I
it.
stopped
I'll watch the
watching
pilot.
after the JJ movie, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Like I said,
No,
a lot of
I
people
think
got
it'd be
turned
fun,
off on
Anthony.
that one.
Anthony, if you're on board too, we'll watch the pilot, give our thoughts with Brian. That'd be fun.
I'll try to remember watching it though. I can't make any promises.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
All right.
No,
Well, I think that's where I think we're about wrapped up with topics.
Yeah, I gotta let my dog out too.
I gotta get
She's
going.
bumping into my chair.
If anyone wants to promote what they're doing on their channel, now's the time.
I don't have a channel. I do, but I don't use it. So I'm gonna go walk my dogs. Y'all look beautiful tonight, by the way. I'm
Thank
out
you.
of here. I love you
appreciate that.
guys. See you later.
I always do.
buddy.
Eddie, what are you working on, bro?
Well, you know me, hate outrage, getting people riled up. I love it.
Go subscribe to Eddie.
No, I just been talking about. I've been forced to make Marvel content, but no, there's nothing else going on so far. So I might as well just keep it up until something DC related comes up. I mean, I don't know about the 18th. I'm pretty sure people are just wishful thinking, but I'll see what happens then.
I don't know why people are talking about the 18th either. I don't know.
Because of that WB thing.
Okay.
Oh, the upfront things. Yeah.
Yeah, the WB, whatever. Like
I have no expectations for it.
Nah, I mean, I have
They're just gonna
expectations.
say their plans.
I have expectations to count on people when nothing happens.
Well, we know what you're going to do if nothing happens. You could just imagine the thumbnails and videos.
Yeah, and if it does happen, either better for me for better views. So it's a win-win either way for me.
Like the meltdown.
And Ashley, I have to say, I've been with rewatching these Disney MCU movies on Disney Plus enhanced IMAX. I've been having such a great time, and some of these films are really better than I thought. Not that I disliked them, but I'm having like I was so into. I was working too, so I was watching in the background. But
The
Thor
IMAX makes it
Ragnarok, I was like, man, this is amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's
loved
a good
it.
movie.
But I lost my love of it after the second, third viewing. But I waited a long time before I watched it again, and it's so just like boom, 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 great stuff happening all the time.
Yeah,
and the CGI looks a little bit better than I remember. Like I was like, did the Hulk CGI look great? No, it does stand up. So I've been having, and then I started watching Infinity War right after, Ragnarok, and I'm gonna go to Endgame, and then I was thinking about watching Captain America: Civil War again.
That's a really good one too.
And I'm really. The only thing I'm disappointed is that they have no way. Disney is they're nefarious with this. They're doing the enhanced IMAX digital only. They're never going to release this physical. I want to be able to own the IMAX version on disc.
Yeah.
And it's never going to happen.
Well, it's Disney. They don't like.
So it pretty much it renders your physical copies useless. So there's like no reason. There is no reason to buy Marvel.
I have the box set, like when after the Endgame.
Oh, the collector edition.
I have the collector edition.
Yeah.
And then I have.
Oh, that'd be amazing to get signed by Feige. Ooh.
I know, yeah. When I'm
Sure,
gonna find him
Feige
one
signed
day.
it.
He's my husband. He just doesn't know it yet. You know, that's the rule. Then I have like other physical copies and like steel and stuff, but with No Way Home, I just got a digital copy. Because I'll probably will get a physical copy, but it seems like I just don't get them, especially since the pandemic. It just seems like I've been buying mainly digital.
Well, and
they're not going to release that.
I have a lot of great MCU films on Steelbook,
Mm-hmm.
including one Avengers one that got crushed because I took it. I used to travel with my Steelbooks.
Which one? Age of Ultron.
Got a little dented.
Yeah, I've traveled. Yeah.
But now I take better care of them. But I stopped buying the Steelbooks And honestly, besides having the actual cover, like an amazing cover, there's really not a reason to own the disc. It's unfortunate, and that saddens me a little bit.
Yeah,
because I really love these IMAX versions. They're so great. And I usually, oh my, it is time to end. What up, Jai Dion? I don't know if I'm saying that right. G Dion, what up? DeMarcus has returned. Oh man, are you like Moon Knight?
From the dead.
Your fish keeps going. You know, things keep happening to your fish.
Was he resurrected, or did you?
Did
Khonshu
Khonshu help him?
Like, how did he come back to life? I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, how did
like
DeMarcus return?
That picture.
With a wig too. That wig is crazy, yo.
He's happy.
I
don't
it looks
know.
like that comedian.
I don't know if that's actually him or not. Is that you in the picture? Oh,
Oh wait, okay. I keep getting it mixed up. DeMarcus is. I'm sorry. I keep thinking DeMarcus is the fish.
It's still
but
drowned. I thought the fish
that's
returned
his
too.
granddaddy. DeMarcus is your granddaddy, right? Or your DeMarcus? Because I know DeMarcus Cousins is your granddaddy. Is which I remember
Okay.
that.
Well, Marquise Brownlee still. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
What name? Marquise Brownlee.
No, but if you look it up, if you look it up, that's an actual YouTubers who do tech stuff.
Oh, he's announcing his return. He's saying I've returned. I'm DeMarcus Cousins the
Cousin
third.
the third. Yeah. Okay.
The
All
third.
I'm already
So
confused.
What happened to the real DeMarcus?
He's DeMarcus Cousins' grandson,
Okay.
the NBA player,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
who is the same age as me. Okay.
Okay.
And he's
He ain't got no grandson. I went to school with DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then he broke his ankle.
SoundCloud
and
rapper.
he never became a
SoundCloud rapper. Okay, they call me
He was on the
NBA
Kings.
Youngboy.
NBA young boy.
I'm gonna look that up.
No, it's a joke.
Don't look. It's a joke. You know, like,
He doesn't know who Young Boy is.
young boy.
Oh,
That's
I feel really old now.
NBA
That's a
Young
rapper.
Boy. Let me tell you, Max. NBA Young Boy is Eddie's favorite artist.
I should know. I don't. I know what
I should know.
I don't.
Yeah, he said no.
No.
Just do what I do when I don't know something. I just get real quiet.
Search off Marcus
Okay.
the third on fantasy.
All right, it's time to end.
Okay,
Ashley,
I'm gonna search you up.
Ashley, what are you working on this week?
Well, this week I'm gonna have some videos coming out, and then Saturday, we're gonna have a fun, chill, lit stream on my channel. You know, and we'll be giving out a little prize. You know,
Oh, wow.
so that's
All
what
right.
we're doing,
I wonder
and chilling. So that's what we're doing on my channel.
All right.
Probably Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's usually or 11:30,
Okay. Cool.
maybe
cool.
midnight, around that time.
All right. Look forward to that. Go sub to Ashley if you haven't. She passed 500, right?
Yes, now I'm trying to get to 600 now.
And recently had a 1K video too.
Yeah, my last video got 1.4.
Oh wow. Cool.
views, yeah.
Cool. All right. Brian is bringing it 10 forward with
Yeah.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
He's a frequent
Kicking
guest
it into
on
high
Sci-
gear. Oh man.
on,
And then I'm on
Sci-Fi
with William
Center?
Sci-Fi
Yeah.
Center, yeah. And I got that show on Saturdays with Max called Do the Max. It's good
Yeah.
times. Where we
And you're looking
actually
like a
got Max.
snack for a Saggy.
Hey, you know,
She's liking the ear.
I've been working on it. I've been working on it.
On
Yeah,
your
I'm trying to
snack,
get a-
you're working your snack,
Oh, I've been
snack game.
Oh, dude, I've been eating salads. Okay, guys, at work
Okay.
now. Okay, I work at a sandwich shop, so
Grilled
it's
chicken
hard
sandwich.
to not eat sandwiches. So yeah, guys, I'm doing.
They
better.
call you the Black Mr. Beast.
What the fuck?
Do you
is
actually have a channel? I'm about to click on your freaking name and see where it leads me.
I should do that too. Actually,
Go down that.
That's
rabbit
what I'm
hole
doing.
there.
He has no content, but he has 401
That's
subscribers.
interesting.
Well,
Oh, really?
if you search up that name on YouTube, there's an actual YouTuber named that. So yeah.
On the account that he's using though, right now, he has 401 subs, but no content.
Yeah, we would watch. We would watch.
Yeah.
Anthony, what are you working on?
Nothing. I like join the stream and talk about it every time.
Fair enough.
And appreciate everyone.
Should we let Anthony close the show?
Yes, please.
Anthony, close the
Everybody
show.
subscribe, hit the like button, and have a great night.
See you next time.